I do have a brag. I mean, Skull Splitter shared my picture of their dice the other day.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Hitting the big time.
You know, I feel big.
Look at you, high roller. Because dice.
I get it. No, I got that one. That was a good one. So announcements right off the top. If you haven't heard yet, Dadbod D&D is no more. We are FeatherFall Tabletop. So here at FeatherFall Tabletop, if you missed the announcement, go back to last week's Watch the VOD. Watch it on YouTube. I believe Chris kept it in the cut.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And on podcast versions.
So go watch it. Go hang out. We are now FeatherFall Tabletop. We understand that our previous name may not have been as inclusive as we wanted it to be. So we decided to change our name to match our brand. So over the next day or two, we should be seeing everything swap over. I believe some have not. So it wasn't as precise as we wanted it to be, but we're getting there. We're only a few people with real jobs, unfortunately. I wish this could be my real job, but we'll get there one day. So, with that said, we are sponsored by Skull Splitter Dice, as Chris mentioned before. They did tweet out his picture of his Autumn's Folly. They look real good. They also have a winter one out there that looks really good, so make sure you go out and double check on that. Buy the mystery bag, too. Mystery bag. Yeah. Brag on that.
I got that, too.
So what all came with that?
So in the mystery bag, you get 2 full sets of dice. One is going to be a whole set of one color, and then the other set, I don't know if it's always a full set, but I got lucky maybe. But you do get like 7 other dice of just mishmash, and one of those is going to be a metal, one of their metal, and that was actually the Hope's Glimmer D4 that came in there as the random metal dice I got, which looks pretty good. I love the yellow goldy color in the numbering. So yeah, you get 2 sets of dice for like $10, and one of those is going to be one dice in that bag is going to be metal.
You can't beat that. Cool. I mean, a set of metal dice by itself is $28.
Yeah.
So go do it. I mean, if you want to do it, scroll down in Twitch here and click on the Skull Splitter link and use the promo code DADBOD, all one word. Need to get that changed, by the way. So if somebody can make note of that. And you'll get 10% off your first order. So hopefully it's not your first time, but buy some dice. We like it. Last but not least, we have a new schedule that came out. I believe I still have it up. I can show it off, possibly. So the new schedule for FeatherFall Tabletop. Also, look at the logo in all of its glory.
Damn.
Monday, every other Monday is going to be our community one-shots. I have one for the 24th that is not full yet. 23rd. For the 23rd that is not full yet. If you want to play Dungeons and Dragons where you actually play with a dragon or fight a dragon, join this one-shot. I know. How rare is that? If you want to join it, scroll all the way down, click on our Discord, and use the command once you're in Discord, I want in, ! I want in. It'll show you the secret community one-shot area, and we'll get you in the game. Tuesdays, exciting news, and we can kind of announce who these people are. So we have a second campaign starting under the FeatherFall Tabletop roof, and they are known as the Gods We Know. Good news is, it's somebody that we've played with, a couple people we've played with before. So Adam as Llamas on Twitter, he will be the DM for that. Jen Quixote on Twitter will be playing Janasi, twin or friend of Cole, who did our amazing new logo. They will be playing Janasi, twins, friends. I don't know the whole backstory yet. And then Ink and Ignorance, who's been in our chat, a good friend of the channel, will be playing in there as well as his friend Doug. Who doesn't know Doug? But over the next week, we'll be introducing their characters one by one. So check us out on Twitter at DadbodD&D right now. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be FeatherFall Tabletop. Okay, and so Wednesday nights, we do have the Waterdeep Dragon Heist, where you're with us now, hopefully on Twitch. If you're in podcast land, come hang out with us Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Central, and we'll play some Dungeons and Dragons. Thursday, we have our what used to be called the podcast. It's now FeatherFall TableTop, where we're going to talk news, pop culture, anything D&D related that really hits the hits the D&D Spidey sense that week. So be sure to come hang out with us Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Friday, if you missed any of our lineup, we'll be doing a rerun of everything that played that week. So you can also check us out there. Anything else we're missing here?
I don't think so. I mean, obviously we're down Devon tonight, but we're going to carry on, and I'm hoping I represent Templeton in all his glory.
And good, Chris, good note that you posted in Discord. The 24th will be their first Session 0. So they're not this next week, but the week after, Tuesday, will be the Gods We Know Session 0. So be sure to chime in for that if you want to learn about the characters. The 8th is their first real session, October 8th.
Exciting.
But with all of that said, how about we play some D&D?
Let's do it.
Let's play some D&D.
Play. So last week what happened is you have finally tracked down the Stone of Galore after you interrogated the Agorn and found out it went to the Yellow Spire. And at the Yellow Spire you encountered some followers of Bane who appeared to be performing some sort of ritual on an unsuspecting victim, and in your attempts to try and make nice, unfortunately it turned out to be a fight. And I personally didn't think the fight was going to go this way. I thought it was going to, you guys just walk in and wipe them. It was a good fight. It kind of was tense until the last moment. And then you found what you've been looking for the entire game, which is the Stone of Galore on the head priestess of Bane. After doing a little bit more searching, you found what appeared to be some weird runic circle in the basement, and decided to, hey, maybe we don't want to hang out here anymore, and left. And as you left, Travis, looking back, Jackson saw the one and only Manchun. And he asked you for his property back, if you remember correctly, and in your resistance, he fired a lightning bolt that caught both you, Jackson, and Templeton, and downed you both in just one hit. Quickly, Valerian, thinking on his feet, gathered Alesta and threw the fireball to create some sort of distraction to gather Templeton and Jackson, get in the carriage, and right away. Clinging to life, Jackson and Templeton had a very sweet moment of embrace with Templeton's, I don't want to say his final words of the episode. I don't want to do this anymore. And that's exactly where we left off. So you guys were heading to the field ward, to the Church of Ilmater, to find some refuge for your rescued hostage.
Yeah, because we do have the guy that was kind of splayed out in the ceremony. He's in there. Jackson, Templeton looking pretty rough. I think Alesta, you were manning the cart.
Sure was.
Okay, mm-hmm. Then I was you were steering the cart, and I was kind of like looking around and just making sure, keeping my eyes out, and then we were heading to the field ward. Is there an Ilmater temple in the field ward, or how is this looking? I'm just trying to figure out if Val would know of its presence, being from the field ward.
So like the whole thing about Ilmater is like that it's not so much like a temple, because in terms of like, oh, you go here to worship. It's a little bit like more humble than that. So a lot of times places of worship for Ilmater like double as homeless shelters or food shelves, kind of anything that can, the teachings of Ilmater say to to take the burden off of others or shoulder the burden for others. So you'd probably know it maybe as like a place where people could go if they needed to like get healed, no questions asked, or if like they needed food or shelter or something.
All right. Yeah, so I don't think Val would have paid too much attention to it then. So that's all I needed to know.
It's probably fair.
How close are we? Are we?
I mean, however close you want to be. If you want to fast forward there, it's fine. If you want to do a little role play in between.
I think we need to keep pushing. Let's get there. We need to get these three in the back. They are not looking good. Is there like a back door? We need to ditch the cart too. Like, so maybe drop us off, and then I can take the cart and ditch it. I know a spot. I could drop you off here with the three.
If you'd like, I can drop. If you feel like you could, if you want to take it to a certain place, or if you want to drop it anywhere.
I'm going to get rid of it. I don't want to be. We don't want any red flags.
Okay. Yeah, I can drop you off. You can take them inside, and I can get rid of the cart.
Is it okay if I walk in there? They're not. Do you need to be there with us, or?
I mean, are you nervous about entering a place of worship, Val?
Well, I'm just making sure. I don't know if we need you to introduce us. Most places I go in are not going to freely bandage us up and give us a bed.
Well, just say that you are here seeking healing, and that is all you need to say. If you want to, you can say that the paladin Alesta will be joining you shortly. Okay. But you can just say.
Yes, I will drop your name. Jackson, are you okay to walk?
Barely.
Okay. Barely is better than not.
I can wobble.
Templeton, I need you to pick up this man. I'm pointing to our guest. I need you to carry him in, and then so we'll start unloading from the cart if we're there. I mean, Alesta, you do not need to go far. Just enough, so if we hear people coming, they are not right on us. We have some time to run, and then I'm gonna head into whatever this temple looks like.
All right, that sounds good. I will be back as soon as I can.
And so, Alesta, do you want to go ahead and describe the inside of the temple?
Sure. Yeah. So you enter, and it's very, very humble. It's not dirty. It's very clean for this kind of area, but it is fairly ramshackle. You can tell that this probably isn't as well funded as other temples by any means. There are several doors kind of throughout the temple. You can see helpful signs that say something like over here if you need food, things like that, so that people can kind of know where they're going. Other than that, it's a pretty not ostentatious temple. At the very end of the hallway when you enter, you can see a spire kind of with a red rope wrapped around it, something that you recognize from being on Alesta and that you would know is the symbol of Ilmater. And there are people who seem to be religious type of people. You kind of can assume that they're like the mothers or the priests of this area, because they are wearing very, very humble robes with the red ropes wrapped around one of their forearms.
Nice. Okay, and so who all is heading into the temple?
I am, with Templeton kind of carrying the I don't want to call him a hostage, but the man that's with us under, like, he's got him propped up, arm around his shoulders, and dragging him in. Because I don't know if he's still sleeping under the sleep spell, but he's I assume still out of it. And Jackson, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much. Okay. So yeah, as you walk in, you do see a few people here and there. You're approached by one of the clergymen, I think is a fair word to say.
Hello. Yes, we need.
What can we do for you?
We need like a bed and some clean bandages. Our friend Alesta, she's a paladin of Ilmatar, sent us here. She will be here shortly. We just need, I mean, as you can see, we are kind of beaten up.
Oh, yeah. Take a seat. And let me get some help for... Is this your friend?
Yes, these two are my friend. This is someone we found who just needs some help. I don't even know if he is conscious right now.
Let me get some help to help you all. And he walks away. 20, 30 seconds pass. And he comes back with 2 others.
Ooh.
And
all hands on deck.
Yeah, no, they help and they grab the hostage. they grab.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you sure did.
I said I didn't want to call him that.
Oh, I didn't hear that int. So they're gonna grab Shan and help him to the floor.
Seriously?
Dude, he just farted. Like.
That's what that green cloud was.
It's like Wario up in here.
Yeah. So they're gonna help him lay him down and tend to Jackson. They start, with a washcloth to your face.
Just throw it. Wet washcloth.
As hard as they can.
Templeton, I want you to sit down and kind of... I need you to keep an eye on this man. We don't know his intent, and if he wakes up and starts causing a ruckus, we need to maybe put him down and get some... We need to get some information from him. Jackson, are you good kind of by yourself for a minute? I'm going to just step right outside.
Which one of us has the stone?
It is in my bag.
Okay. Then yes, I'm good.
You don't want the stone?
Staying here on my own. No, I don't want it right now.
Okay.
Because he might come after me, and I don't want.
Do these people have like robes that all kind of match?
I would imagine it's like tattered, whatever they could
Okay.
put together.
I'm gonna kind of just observe like 2 or 3 of them and see what the makeup of their outfit is, and then I'm going to disguise self to look like that. My normal height, just in tattered clothes and maybe the red ropes if they have them. And I'm going to just walk, and I'm just going to post up outside the door and wait for Alesta.
Okay, so Ilmater's pretty accepting. So there's all races, sexes, top to bottom, right? And there are a few that kind of stand out. So there's a female that has a completely shaved head, no facial hair, no like eyebrows, and then very intricate tattoos all the way around the head area. And then there's a taller, they're called Thruskin. So they're like, if you would imagine the Nords from Skyrim. So tall, blonde, like very Nordic looking. And they're all, again, in just tattered clothes. So it's not like there's no real robes. It's just what they could piece together.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you make yourself kind of just blend in.
Yeah, and I'm just going to go right outside the door and just kind of keep an eye out, seeing if any increased foot traffic or, looking for Alesta, basically.
Okay. So, Alesta, where are you dumping the cart?
Is there any place that needs a cart that Alesta would know of off the top of her head?
Anybody in the field ward would be accepting of a cart.
Okay. Neat. Okay, so she will take...
Cool idea.
Cool. Yeah. Field ward. Okay, so will take the horse-drawn carriage or the horse-drawn wagon to, I don't know, a stable. How about a stable? And it'll be decently far away. I would say that she probably would ride for maybe 10 or 15 minutes before parking it. And she'd look for somebody around the stable just to see if there was anybody there. Is there somebody there?
Yeah, so it's still midday, 4 or 5. So the sun is starting to set in winter, and stuff's starting to close. It has been a pretty bad blizzard still, so it's heavy snowfall. But you find, so we said El Mater's like right in the middle of the field ward. You go all the way up here to the troll yard, and it is a actual service gate for heading north out of along the coast out of Waterdeep, and there are several different stables here. And you find a gracious stable boy that says, "Oh, absolutely." And
Okay. Wonderful. All right, here is the wagon, and I'm taking the horse, and she'll get back on the horse, and she will go back to Hilmater. She wants the horse.
oh, okay, that's fair.
I want the horse.
Okay, and Jackson.
What kind of horse is it? Actually,
I think we already said
Is it an Appaloosa?
it is an
that what you
Appaloosa. I think it's what we said.
said? I'm gonna name her Dottie.
I'm gonna name
No,
her
I'm not.
Lucky.
I'm gonna think Lucky.
Anyways, whatever you want to name her.
I'll think about it.
I was thinking Maxine would be the best. But Jackson, while you're sitting there getting tended to, you hear a voice in your head.
Okay. And what does it say?
I'm not doing the voice we did last time.
How does it say it?
I see you. Simple as that. Those 3 words.
Was it meant to sound menacing and like fearful, or was it meant to just be whatever his normal voice is? How should I have interpreted that, I guess is what I should.
We're gonna retcon that his voice isn't "I see you," or no, it's more
Good.
Valley Girl. It was "I see you." We're gonna retcon that out.
It was a
Yep,
bit
please.
more.
It's gonna be more menacing.
A little bit more Cullen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm alone, right? Because you're off doing that.
Well,
and
you
Templeton,
have priests
right? I
that
meant
are helping you.
relative to our party, though. None of the rest of the party's with me, right?
Templeton's in there.
Is he there? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna just get feel nervous and kind of start looking all around. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't really want to call attention to us among the clergy or whatever you want to call them there. Maybe start. I'll probably start fidgeting a little bit as I'm getting kind of healed up, and I'd like to lean over towards Templeton and just kind of whisper, "He sees us."
Who, Jax?
That's so good. So
Did we learn
good.
that? Did we know that that's what that guy's name was, or did we just know that as players?
We've heard his name before. He was
Manchun.
Manchun was
But do we-
dropped to us by a couple different people.
But did we positively identify this guy as Manchun?
I don't believe so.
No. Okay. Okay. The same guy that was just chasing us and lightning to us a little bit ago. Whoever that guy was, the same voice. He said he just. I don't know where it came from, but in my head he just said, "I see you," and I don't know where he is. I don't see him anywhere.
He could be anywhere. I mean, if he's outside, Val will tell us.
If he's okay.
Val's always okay. He's real smart.
It's so self-serving too. And wow, his voice is so cool.
He's the best friend.
He's the tallest guy I know.
He's the
Val
most
says he's the
three-dimensional.
tallest.
He's the
Stop,
tallest
gross.
guy.
Sorry.
All right.
Didn't mean to go there. Anyway.
All right.
That went off the rails.
It did. It very much so. So, are you doing anything, or are you just kind of just hanging out, Jackson?
Right now, I'm not.
Templeton's just watching Shan and just kind of keeping an eye on Jax as well. He's after the comment that was made in the wagon on the way over. I think he's kind of worried about everybody, so he's just
Okay.
So being the eyes and the ears inside.
So as they're looking at Shan, he is breathing. He is not conscious, and they're just keeping him comfortable at this point. Not like death comfortable, just waiting for him to awake. Val, what are you doing outside?
Well, I'm hoping to maybe treat this as a short rest as well, but just kind of leaning up against the entryway, just kind of peering out unsuspectingly, but just really looking for foot traffic. Hoping that it's not picking up and we're kind of, maybe we've lost them and our coast is clear for a little bit.
Sure. Like I told Alesta, it is starting to die down because of it gets dark early, and the sun, the blizzard itself is just menacing, right? So you don't see very much out here. You've seen maybe one or two passerbys, but not much else.
Would Alesta have used like an Ilmater saying or an Ilmater like prayer to just passerbys?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, you can wreck on it. That's fine.
Oh man, but I don't know what that would.
If there's people walking by, Ilmater is with you. Just like some random Ilmater be with you, just so I look like I know what I'm doing.
And Alesta's just riding back as fast as she can. Yeehaw! She hasn't had a horse in a while. She's so happy.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick ride back. Are you looking at the stone at all, Val?
No. It is in my satchel. It is in the satchel, and I'm really just concerned about people following us and making sure Alesta makes it back.
Okay.
Should I be?
It's your call. All right, so Alesta, a couple minutes pass. Val staying out in the cold. It is pretty chilly. But as Alesta gets so close to you, finally, you can hear her before you see her. You can finally see her break through, this kind of blizzard that's happening. And what do y'all want to do?
Is he? Are you disguised?
Yeah.
So she wouldn't recognize you as Val.
As you're parking the horse and you're walking in.
Hitching.
Not Val.
Hold up, I got parallel.
Alesta, it's me, and I'll peel back some of the rags a little bit. I imagine my eyes are kind of, the same, where some of the facial features might have changed, but it is. I just wanted to stand watch. I can come back in with you.
All right. Yeah. Sure. Is everything? Okay. I appreciate your concern. Is everything okay inside?
I left Templeton in charge, so yeah.
Okay. All right. Did you tell any of the clergy?
I dropped your name and I came immediately out here. I just wanted to make sure we weren't being followed. But I think we can go inside. It looks pretty dead out here.
Yes, I agree. Let's go inside before we catch even further of a chill.
And I'll drop the disguise now and come in. I'll do it once I enter. Drop the disguise. Kind of in the shadow of Alesta as she's heading in.
Sure. Okay, so Alesta, as you walk in, you see Jackson Templeton kind of just sitting, resting. You see three of the clergy people attending to Shan, and it's kind of thinned out in here for the most part.
Okay. Is the mother, is the main person of the church?
No, they're not here right now.
They're not here? Okay. Okay, I will approach one of the clergy people, and I kind of assume that they know who I am. Like, she's here so often. Would you just say that they're like, oh yeah, that's Alesta for sure?
Yep.
That's their voice too.
Oh yeah, hey, that's Alesta for sure.
Hey, that's Alesta for sure.
Hey, Alesta. No, so the older one that initially spoke to Valerian, he's like, oh, hello Alesta, how are you?
I have been better. I need to speak to. Okay, what is the leader of the clergy? I've been calling them the mother, but that's entirely from a different RPG. So what should we call them? The leader?
Whatever you would like. I mean, we can look up Ilmater if you want.
You could look up Ilmater.
It's just the head clergy.
Okay. I need to speak to the head clergy. I need to speak to her immediately.
Well, I mean, she's not here right now, and in weather like this, what is it? What can we help you with?
This is grave concern. We have. Well, just let me tell you about my night. So, we have awakened or caught the ire of the legendary Manchun, who is the person who has hurt our two friends over here and caused the exhaustion upon the other individual here. We took a stone called the Stone of Galore. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't, doesn't matter. But he really wants it back. He's also extremely powerful, and he will stop at nothing to get what he wants. I am concerned that if we do not do some sort of cloaking or come up with some sort of plan, that this place will only be a sanctuary for a very short period of time. And I do not want anyone to be hurt here. But this is the only place I could think to go.
Well, I mean, we can keep as many of you safe as possible, but we don't have anything to fight who you're talking about. I mean, we can do what we can to protect you, but I'm afraid our defenses wouldn't hold.
Yeah, I think the same. Can we count on you for rest and shelter for the evening?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Let me clear out some of the beds in the back.
I appreciate it. I'm sure you are packed with the weather outside.
Okay, and so he walks away with the other two, and Shan is resting okay. Like, he is not dying or nothing has changed. And then the minute goes by, and then you see a small door open, and they motion towards the party to follow.
Who opens the door? Sorry.
The person that's been talking to you the whole time.
Okay, all right. Like towards the back of the temple, like.
Yeah, so he's getting beds ready for all of you to spend the night.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yes, we will definitely take a room with a little more privacy. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, is this man coming with us? And I'll point to Shan.
No, we'll take care of him kind of out here and just make sure he gets what he needs.
I need you to do me a favor. If he wakes, I need you to come find one of us and let us know.
Yeah,
just
sure.
If he starts to come out of it. Okay.
Okay.
Is this room? Is it like 4 walls in a room?
It's 4 walls, and there aren't like beds on beds. It's beds on the floor.
Okay.
Probably not like nice material that normal beds would be made of. You know, maybe hay stuffed into some kind of sheet that's tattered together, much like the clothes. Cloths.
This reminds me of a long time ago when we did not have nice things, but it will do for tonight. And I'll kind of release any of the Ilmater clergymen that are hanging around, and thank you. If you could close the door behind you. Okay. If it's just us,
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing?
I don't know. This is pretty dire. I did not expect this.
Jackson, you look kind of pale. Your eyes are really wide.
I heard his voice again. He said, I see you while you guys were outside. I don't know where he was. I never saw him, but oh boy, did I hear.
Okay, that's not good. So we are not here for long.
And you are certain that you heard him?
It was absolutely the same voice that I heard when we were running away from that guy that shot the lightning at us. So I have to assume it's the same voice, but I guess I don't know. It's that person.
Who else is going to be coming after us?
Exactly.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, though.
Okay.
City Watch.
Alesta, you might know what these are. I need you to look at these. I'll pull out the 2 potions that Templeton gave me. There's a white one and a red one. We might need these. And then I'll pull out the stone and set it down and just start kind of examining it. Jackson, this might be more up your alley if you want to look at this. I don't know, we want to go around poking it too much. But it would be nice if we kind of know what it does.
I can certainly take a look.
Okay, so do you still have the picture? I can show it to you again.
Yeah.
Bring it up for everybody to see the Stone of Galore.
It's a beaut.
It's a beaut, Clark.
Oof.
It's kind of weird.
It's so weird.
It's gross.
It's like flesh bread that went bad.
Yeah.
That's
So-
a pretty good description.
Kind of sidebar. Did any of you see the Beatles and Grimm Waterdeep Dragon Heist kit? I think it has one of these in it, like the big Matthew Lillard box that you can buy.
Yeah.
I think it has one of these in it. It looks weird, but another time.
Imagine being an archaeologist in the future, knowing nothing of this time period, and finding a kit with that in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, please continue.
So what are you trying to do, Jax?
I've got it set out maybe on the bed, or if there's like a little end table, it's just there. Jackson, come take a look.
I guess I've got a spell slot left, so I think I'm probably gonna cast. I guess I was gonna say to cast detect magic, just to see if it's. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, and as I was saying that, I mean, I just want to look at it and see if there's anything about it that I don't know seems familiar, or see if there's any kind of way to like activate it to understand how this thing might do whatever it is that it's supposed to do.
Sure. And I do want to say, hey, what's up, Tim? Timmy?
Timmy Nips.
Timmy Nips. Okay, so are you picking it up?
Enough to like flip it over and stuff.
So as you pick it up,
I don't really want to handle it too heavy.
as you pick it up, to even flip it over. Valerian, you did not feel this when you touched it, by the way.
Yep.
Jackson, you hear in your head, what are you?
I'm gonna drop it.
And you
As
don't
soon
hear
as I hear
you don't
that.
hear anything else anymore.
Did you guys hear that?
No, I did not
I
hear.
heard you drop it.
Was it a different voice than?
Yes.
I assume it was a different voice. I just heard a voice that said, "What are you?" And it stopped as soon as I dropped it. I have no idea.
Here,
And I'm gonna go and just pick it back up
do it
gently.
again.
Alesta, are you doing this?
Alesta, are you doing this?
Forgot all about that.
Okay. So you're gonna pick it up again?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so you hear again in your head. What are you? A little differently this
Hang
time.
on.
Different tone.
What
Same
does
voice
this-
though.
Relay, Jackson. What is happening?
So it was the same voice, just a different tone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Same thing, just a slightly different tone. What are you? Should I-
Excuse me. I am
That's it?
asking.
Well, I mean, what
I am
are
asking you. What are you?
I'm gonna drop it again. just
Checks out.
not expecting it to talk again. I get freaked out by that.
How would you not?
What if this is a polite
Jackson!
haunted something,
Okay.
Jackson?
Jackson.
It heard me ask that. It knows. It can hear me.
Do you want me to try?
I mean, I can try. I just that was weird.
Perhaps we could all touch it and then we can all hear.
Is it like a Ouija board? You're all gonna like barely move it.
I mean, I'll pick it back up, but I can answer it. Hopefully I got my wits about me this time.
So yeah, as you pick it up, please stop dropping me. What are you?
I'm Jackson. I'm a rock gnome.
Interesting.
Are you the rock? The stone?
I am. A rock gnome. Where? What do you come from?
I come from a land on the shores
Down
of this island up in the northwest.
I see. What do you want?
Now I don't know. I want to be safe, but we were tasked to find you for a friend.
Which friend?
Was it Neverember? I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, so that's a legit question I have. I think it's Neverember, but we also had
There was that other voice, their name, I can't remember.
Vajra.
Is your response Neverember? Or is it Neverember? Or is
I am
that out of
asking
character?
you as out of character if that's you.
Yeah, it would probably be Neverember that
Is he the one that asked us to is all I really care about.
well, so the
Remember-
story's told that Neverember sent the other gnome to keep the stone safe with you. Because it said to be the key to the vault full of dragons, which is Waterdeep currency.
We were asked to keep you safe from our friend Rainer Neverember.
Neverember. I know that name.
Do you have a name?
I do not. It is. It is long forgotten at this point.
Are you just a spirit inside of the stone, or are you actually the stone?
I am the stone. We'll leave it at that.
Jackson, what is happening?
I'm conversing with the stone. This is surreal.
Oh, okay. We're taking this to Neverember? Yeah. What did it say about that?
It said it knows the name Neverember. How do you know the name Neverember? I will ask the stone politely.
I believe it's the vault of Lord Neverember.
That is. I mean, I don't hear that. Sorry.
How did you find out, or how did you come to be in the hands of that guy? Was it Manchun?
I've been passed to many people for that specific knowledge.
Wow. Okay.
Ask it.
Do you know?
Ask it what it does.
What do you have a specific purpose that you know of? I think I've heard that you're like a key to a vault, but
I
mean,
possess
is
the
there-
information to get into the vault, but I have a purpose. It's not that.
Can you tell me what your purpose is?
to collect information.
Can you share? Are you able to share that information with us if we needed to know it?
I do not believe your brain would be able to process the amount of information I have.
Was that
This is me
said with
having-
any kind of attitude?
I swear I have heard that come out of so many people's mouths before, directed at me.
Jackson, why do you look so sour?
So it says that purpose is to find information, and that information is my brain is not capable of understanding that information.
He must be talking about mine. I can I can take over.
Valerian, I can't even.
Wrong time, Jackson. I am sorry.
Can you
But
hear my friends? I want to ask
No.
the stone.
Yes, I can.
It can hear you guys.
And he does not possess the needed brain power.
I'm going to chuckle at that, and I will tell Val. It says you can't handle it either.
That is well.
And I will say it with that kind of.
That's Jackson writing down in his burn book.
Yeah.
Burned
True.
Valerian on today.
Nope.
Got him. True. Okay. So, does it have a final resting place? Like where we take it to Neverember? We bury it out in the hills. What do we do with this?
Is there something we're supposed to do with you? Do you have a specific home or, I guess, resting spot or anything?
No. I do not.
Okay.
What does
It
it
does
want?
not.
Just
Is there anything you want besides information?
there's nothing else that I seek.
So it only seeks information.
Why do
What
others
in-
seek it, then?
Well, we've been told that this is like the key to the fortune of Neverember.
Do you think
And
he
it-
knows like a passcode or something?
Well,
It says it knows a lot of information, so
seems to be
that's got to
all-
be valuable.
Okay, other than taking this to a Neverember, I don't see what more it's going to do for us.
Have we already asked it? I'm sorry. Have we already asked it why Manchun was so bent on getting it?
Nope.
I think what we can get from it is,
No
is
idea.
That was weird.
That was a cat who just. I watched him from across the room slowly push off this
cats, man.
sculpted sailboat, not sailboat, ship that I have made out of buffalo horn. I watched him just push it off slowly, and I made eye contact with him, and I swear to God, he heard me in my mind say, "Oh, you better not." And he
Yeah.
looked me in the eye and said,
Yeah,
"Watch me."
fucking cats. That's how you know the Earth's not flat. They would have pushed everything off.
That's a pretty good one, Chris.
Science.
Yes.
Science.
You move, flat earthers.
Back to the game. I think Manchun ultimately wants it to get all the money, the Neverember fortune. And if this is the key, that's what he was doing. Unless it has some other power that we are unaware of. Jackson, maybe can you shake it?
I'm afraid to shake it. This thing seems to know, and it doesn't appreciate being dropped. I don't want to shake
Do
it.
not shake me.
What about, are those
Okay.
buttons? Are those buttons on it? Did you try touching?
I have not. Are these things on the top
Do not
buttons? Do you have
touch
any?
those.
I've been told not to touch these.
Well, okay.
Does it do anything that or is it just uncomfortable.
It gives you a feeling of uncomfort.
Okay.
Definitely looks like it would.
Do we know where Neverember lives, Rainer?
You-
Where we can find him?
No. I'm sure you can ask around. Someone could eat the stone. Yes, Adam.
Okay. What time of day is it?
It's almost night time, like sleepy time.
Well, Jackson, we are not getting too far with that thing, and I have no idea where Neverember is. So maybe ask it that.
Do you know where Neverember is?
I believe Lord Neverember is in the graveyard.
So he's in the graveyard? Where? Oh, okay.
Beneath.
Where's that?
But what about Rainer? I think that is his father. And also, is that the city of the dead?
Yeah, you would know
Oh,
that.
so yes, that would be. We were supposed to meet someone there. Maybe that's where we go. Istrid Horn asked us to meet and said we will be paid generously. As I read my notes.
I believe that was today, actually, that you were supposed to meet
Oh
him.
shit, we are late. Well, maybe we go check that out tomorrow. We are in no shape to leave tonight. And staying in any one spot more than one night might be too much. We might get found out.
I agree. I wouldn't want to put the people here at risk, and I think that the longer we stay, the more of a risk we become.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Jackson, do you want to sleep with that thing? Maybe it will say things to you in the night.
Whisper sweet nothings.
That will more information, or I mean, you could put it back in the sack. But I think it is bedtime.
I think it might be good for Templeton to hold on to it because it might be safer there.
Because he is not smart.
Okay. Well, here, put it. Here, put it in my my knapsack here, and I will sling it around Templeton,
And I will do exactly that.
and then I'll loop the knapsack, the haversack, over Templeton. Templeton, you sleep with this next to you. Do not let anybody take it.
Oh, okay.
That's what he says.
Picked up on that. Okay, so
And we should probably keep watch. I mean, we never know what might. We might get found out and have to make a runaway quick. I think I'm in the best shape. Alesta, how do you look?
Pretty well. I'm not very beat up, but I've certainly used some of my
Okay.
healing. Well, I could do
Okay,
with a little bit of a rest.
I will take first watch and yes, I will take the first watch, and second if I need to, risking some exhaustion, but we will start there.
okay.
So I'll stay up for the first 2 hours and see where we're at.
Okay. As you stay up for the first 2 hours, Valerian. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll wake up Alesta.
Okay.
How long does a long rest have to be,
I'll take people.
or it counts as a long rest?
We usually do about 6 hours.
Okay, so I think lay on hands, which is like the healing pool that I get, replenishes after a long rest.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
So
Yep.
while
Okay.
technically you don't have all of that now. So if you're next, you don't have the full 6 hours. Okay, so Alesta, during your shift, Valerian.
Oh,
You are. I'm going to DM you something.
dungeon master it to me.
Secrets.
You are given a vision of that, just that, a bright blue swirling, and it's very close up. But you see a face in this thing, and that is almost seared into the back of your head. And Jackson, you hear just a very loud "Hey!"
I'm just gonna shoot awake.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll probably be restless, thinking, just nightmare, but still asleep.
Only Jackson heard
noticed-
that. Well, yeah, you're gonna
And I'm
see
gonna-
Jackson spring up.
Jackson, is there bed bugs?
Bed bugs of all things. You didn't hear that? No, you didn't hear that, did you? I just heard a loud yell, "Hey!" right at me. I assume it was the same voice from Manchun. I think it was that same voice again, not the stone, but the other one from when we saw the guy. And it just yelled. It didn't say anything else, just "Hey!"
Did you say hey back?
I screamed awake. So not really in response, but I did, I guess.
When you did detect magic on the stone, did you notice anything else out of the ordinary around you? Like, that may explain how he's able to communicate with you? Or how he's forged a link with you?
I would assume it's fair to say no. Bob, what do you think?
No,
No, I did not.
no.
So no, I don't. I saw no indication he was anywhere near me, like invisible or anything like that. But is there a lantern around? Like on the walls?
I mean, yeah, there would be
something
one
kind-
probably
something-
in the hallway somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least a candle. I don't know. There's the light
I
for
would-
you.
I would like to sneak out and grab one and bring it back in,
Okay.
if feasible. And I'm going to use my what is it? The Artificer Infusion. And I'm going to turn it into a Lantern of Revealing.
Okay. So tell me about this.
I gotta look it back up again.
Sounds
Just one
pretty
second.
cool.
Also, somebody pooped in Timmy's pants. It wasn't Timmy when I yelled at him. Good thing you wore your brown pants today, Tim.
Everybody,
Okay.
well, Travis is. Oh, go
So
ahead.
I put it into Discord so you can read it. But it says, while lit, this hooded lantern burned for 6 hours on 1 pint of oil, shedding bright light in a 30-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 30. Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they're in the lantern's bright light, so within 30 feet of it.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
can use an action to lower the hood, reducing the light to dim light in a 5-foot radius.
You do not see anything.
Well, there's nothing invisible around here. And I'm gonna reduce the hood just to keep it from being too bright for too long. I guess this thing has a link to me. I don't know, but I don't like it.
I would not either. And why you and not Templeton was hit
Probably.
with the same thing that you were.
But I looked back and I saw it, so I don't know if that somehow did it. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. That seems like it might be the variable. If you saw it and Templeton didn't, then maybe a link was forged. You didn't. Did you touch the teleportation pad? The magical pad?
Not that I remember.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I tried to go around all of that.
I would think that maybe that might be it. Bob, can I do an Arcana check to see if I've heard of anything like this, or
Yeah, absolutely.
neat? I don't have D&D Beyond open. 1 second, everybody.
D&D Beyond. Also, Tim, I'm sorry I scared you. And everybody in Twitter, podcast, YouTube land. I apologize. It was for dramatic effect.
And it worked.
I liked it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so it would be a 17.
Yeah, you recall back into your early magical learning days.
Back in elementary school.
It's
also
probably
known
the
as
spell sending.
Would the spell sending like reveal to the sender where the message was going? Like, can they see the person when they do that?
It doesn't know. It does
Okay.
not reveal the sender.
How far away?
The range is unlimited. He could be anywhere.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
You can collect call. Can you hear me now? Good.
Could dial
let me-
*69 to figure out where it's coming from.
As long as they didn't block it. What was the block number?
67.
*67.
No, that's the forward. I don't know.
Who's to say, man?
Who's old
I
enough
used
to
to know.
remember that prank calls back in the day?
Do
Ridiculous.
you remember the 1010, 220, and all those stupid numbers too?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think they were just to help you collect calls for like cheaper or something, or long distance call. I don't remember exactly what they did.
I do remember.
But yeah, there were a bunch of those out of nowhere. There were a bunch of different 1010 things that you called, then you dialed your number or whatever,
Huh.
Nice.
and they've just completely disappeared.
I do remember an infomercial number for zoo books that I
Nice.
saw when I was like 5
Oh
years
man,
old, and
I
it's
used to have some of those.
It's stuck in my brain forever.
I feel
Sorry,
like
Bob.
That's perfect D&D talk, but
What
I'd like to
about
redirect it to
night
the
and
game.
weekend minutes?
How about that
Remember
D&D
limited-
game we're playing?
Remember limited texting?
If only we were like in the crescendo of like the module.
I'm sorry, viewers, for taking that one off. Sorry.
Say sorry
listeners.
to Christopher for having to edit all of this out.
No, I'm leaving it in.
Nope. It's
I'm
in.
sorry, Christopher.
Full name.
Full name. T.
Christopher
Martin.
Two Socks. No.
That's my middle name. Okay.
Okay, sorry. Well, Jackson, it sounds like it sounds like the spell sending, which is to send a message. It doesn't indicate it's to somebody where you are. So unless there's another spell that he's using to determine where you are, he might just be trying to like freak you out.
Well, he's doing a dang good job of it. Do you know of any way to get rid of this spell so I can, like, I don't know, not have to deal with this and get a good night's
I
sleep?
don't know. Is there a way to dispel sending? Can I block can forward it to voicemail?
I don't think so.
I don't
Put me in a
really-
Faraday cage.
I don't really know, Jackson, but I mean, you can always do what I do when I wake up in the middle of the night haunted by the things that I've heard. And just lock it deep inside of you. Because once it's locked deep inside of you, it will never bother you again. So just
That's
remember that everything doesn't matter until it does. And if you lock it far down enough, you'll forget about it anyway. It's
that
good
sounds like
advice.
great advice. I'm gonna try that.
Yes, I approve. I will watch over you though, if there is anything that happens outside of your head, then I will let you know.
I assume that at this point, it hasn't been 6 hours yet, so my long rest has not been completed. So I have not gained my spell slots back.
That is correct.
Okay. Roger. I'm gonna try and go back to sleep then. I'll let you know if I hear more after I lock it inside, of course.
Okay.
Perfect.
And Christopher. Valerian. Jackson. It
Yes,
doesn't
yes.
roll off the tongue like Jackson does. What are you doing?
I'm kind of just maybe struggling a little bit in my sleep, rolling around, seeing that. So is this ghostly face just kind of like floating around, just staring at me? Is it doing anything within the dream itself?
What ghostly face?
It
What?
It is almost moving, just like It'll go and then come back.
Okay. And like swirling behind my eyes and then back in front.
No, direct both in front of your eyes the whole time.
Okay. Yeah, if it's not doing anything too aggressive, I'm just gonna kind of sleep and be restless and.
You've had the same vision before, so it's almost like when you get these visions, not the same exact one. It's like almost when you get these visions, like the outside is almost like burning, kind of frayed with like little, as if it's. And you remember this when you had the vision of your wife and kids.
Okay.
So you know this is from your patron.
Yeah, I don't. Would it be enough to wake me up?
That
Knowing that it's happened a few times, knowing that I'm
probably
getting kind of
not.
a relationship with the patron. Okay.
Yeah, probably not.
All right. So I'm just gonna sleep restlessly, kind of rolling around, and if anybody's up, they could see me, kind of like, moving around, not comfortable.
Okay. Okay. But other than that, Alessia, your shift goes by without a hitch. Jackson,
Okay.
you up next?
Sure, yeah.
Jackson, yours goes off without a hitch.
Oh, thank God.
And then Templeton is the last up.
It's my turn, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot how to do it.
It's Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Creep.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Oh no.
Hey, how do we...
Help me get
Travis,
this
can
couch
you help
right
Timmy give some bits in the chat?
Timmy Bits.
Timmy Bits! That's your new name. Alright, so Templeton, your shift goes on without a hitch. It is morning time. Everybody gets a long rest.
Oh. Let me hit that long rest button.
Thank God.
Templeton had 2 hit points, man.
Man, I cannot believe that lightning bolt just waxed Templeton.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was like level
Speed,
3. I didn't
yeah.
even bump the level up on it.
Yeah. But, like he said, man, that fight before was just kind of sneakily chipping away.
It was. So they, I think, combined had less than 100 hit points across all of them. And they, dude, walking in there, they were able to just buff each other up before, like, you guys even got there. So...
Yeah, no, they were really good at like chipping away at the HP. Was scary.
Okay.
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 Timmy, in the computer, you can just click the little diamond next to the face. Or however Travis showed you. Alright. So, next morning, church is cleared out. There's 1 or 2 of the clergy here. But that's about it. So what do you guys and girls want to do? Rev our motorcycles. Wee.
I think we need to. Go to the city of the dead. Hopefully, that is not an indication of our state. But we need to go there and find this Never Ember mausoleum. Maybe, I don't know.
That doesn't sound like a great place to be. But I guess we need to.
We need to figure out where to drop this thing off. Because as long as we have this, Jackson, you're going to keep getting, these voices in your head. Did you guys see anything in your sleep?
Nope.
No. Okay. I'm not going to lie. I saw something in mine, and it is not pretty.
What did you see?
I do not think it is Menshun, but like I said the other night to you, Alesta, the demon inside of me is kind of peering its head out.
Did he ask anything of you?
No, he was just kind of floating there, like making sure my eyes stay open. You know how you can still close your eyes, but you see things. It's not pitch black in there all the time. I'd close my eyes and it's kind of this ghostly blue, and it was just kind of floating and hovering all night. I did not sleep well.
It just seemed to be trying to keep you awake.
It did. I get it. That's what it did. I don't know if that's what it meant to do, but it was there. So I'm happy to be awake. But I do not think we can stay here much longer.
No.
I agree.
No, we need to get out of here.
Now I have no idea where Never Ember is, and the stone said, "Go to the graveyard."
Is anybody touching the
Does that-
stone? Or is it still
Templeton has
outside?
it. Yeah, Templeton has it in his bag. Templeton, are you good with carrying that all day? Whatever you need, Val.
That's good.
Okay.
You got it, buddy.
Are we? So we need to. Are you guys ready? I am. Like by chomping at the bit.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
Okay. So you guys are heading to the City of the Dead?
Yeah, I think that is the way to go. Do we need to stop? No, I don't want to stop at the house on the way. I might.
What do you need?
Well, I was just, just kind of check out on it. You never know.
No, who cares about the house right now?
That is true.
I don't want this thing with the voice that can see me sending or knowing where we live, so no.
It's a good idea. Yeah, it's probably smart. Well, do we want to stay on the outskirts of town? I don't think we should take the high road. That gets us awfully close to the to that yellow spire. Again.
We should keep our distance as much as possible. Templeton Jackson, if you are still resting, let me introduce you to Maxine, my new horse. And you are more than welcome to take this horse.
Maxine the horse?
Maxine the horse.
Not the same horse.
Different horse.
Alessia, you weren't here for
Okay.
Maxine, were you?
Wait, no, I wasn't.
Maxine was a talking horse that Word sent you all to talk to.
I am taking your suggestion from earlier because I trusted you. What?
I'm sweating. I have sweat pits.
Sweat pits.
Sweat pits.
All right, so
I got them sweat pits.
is Alessia seriously riding on the horse?
I'm asking if Jackson and Templeton do because they are hurt.
Oh, they're fully healed now.
I could use a rest from the walk. I'll happily ride.
Valerian just offers it himself. I will ride up there too.
I mean, I'm sure there's probably room enough for two, and then the rock gnome and the halfling both take up half a space, and then there's Templeton. So that's how space works, right? That's volume.
Alesta, I'm okay. I can walk.
Okay, if you're sure.
I'm not my legs aren't bleeding anymore.
That is an indication that the healing process is complete. That is a joke.
I'll probably have another scar. But that's okay. Val says scars build character.
They do. Yes. There are many stories that scars can tell. And you certainly have an interesting one.
So I'll walk.
Okay.
And then I think he'll go and he'll pick up Val and put him on. Well, Templeton, if you insist, I will ride. I do think that we should stay to the outskirts of town. That way, if we need to, jump the fence and get out of here, we can.
I just thought of something. I want to name the horse Mini Maxine because then it sounds like min-maxing.
Love it.
Creative.
Ah, yes, Brittany. Well done today. Okay, that sounds good. And I will lead Mini Maxine on the way.
Okay. So the storm has calmed a bit. So you no longer suffer from perception check disadvantages outside of 60 feet. But it's still early. It's still very cold. So it is not a ton of traffic unless you need to be out on the roads type. So do you take the high road all the way down, or are you back alley kind of?
Yeah. I mean, Val will suggest going up against the wall on that side, the east side. So that would be like Troll March down to Saradoon, and then hit Zendolth Street into the gate of the City of the Dead.
Okay, so yeah, that's fair.
If everybody else is cool.
Yeah, so as you kind of head these wall and back streets, it's even less populated. So much so that you see maybe two the whole way. And then as you get to the Cliff Watch and you between the Sardoon and Zendolith, you can see out, and it is just powder. Ooh. So when you look out into being on this cliff and out into the fields outside of Waterdeep, you just see this fresh blanket of snow. Nearly 99.9% of it is just untouched, fresh snow. And then as you walk through Zendolith Street, are you going into the north entrance, the middle entrance, or the bottom entrance?
Is there like a key or a map of the graveyard? Like, is it in alphabetical order? Does it have...
No.
Okay.
There are guards stationed outside each entrance.
I guess we'll just go to that top one. Good morning, gentlemen. We've just come to pay some respects. And
sure.
Just
yeah, I mean,
head in. Yeah. Would you happen to know where the Never Ember plot is? Maybe are they up here in the north or further south?
There's no Never Ember here yet, but I do believe there's some family members, not Never Ember in name.
Okay, that works.
What do you want there?
We're just, we've heard things about them, about the name.
Another tourist.
Yes. And
so the guard says, okay, well, I guess you're looking for the Brandath, Brandath mausoleum, and it's going to be located in the middle at the very back. It's hard to miss. And I just kind of circled that for you all.
Okay. Is Lord Degault, Raynor's father, is he still alive?
Yes, but he is not here anymore.
Okay. All right.
It wasn't exiled. It was kind of those forced retirements type thing.
Okay.
Not
okay.
the characters know that. Chris knows that.
Right. Thank you very much. And we'll head that way.
Okay. So yeah, you head to the back, and then there are people here. There's a lot of traffic near the Brandath one, so there's footprints even though it snowed all night, which is odd because that they close the cemetery at night. But I mean, it's not unheard of for people to hop the fence and just whatever. So it's not like, ooh, this is big plot point. It's
gotcha.
Could just be hooligans. But yeah, so as you walk there, you do see a mausoleum, and I don't want to say directly in front of it, like adjacent to the front is a extremely large tree that kind of half blocks the entrance. And then right behind the tree above the door, it says Brandith.
So, I have not heard this name before, Brandith. Not Templeton. Jax, do you want to maybe talk to the stone and ask about this name? Are there people around?
No, it's empty right now.
Okay. As long as there are no people around, I'll keep talking. Do you want to maybe ask the stone about this name? I said Neverember. The guards pointed us here. There must be some sort of connection. Maybe a name change down the line.
Yeah, I can ask it. Templeton, can you give me the stone again?
Yeah, Jax.
And he'll reach in and grab it. And
And
it
then
over to
I
Jax.
will take it in my hand and just ask, does the name Brandith ring any bells? Is that a name we should know?
Brandith. Yes. This is the location of the vault.
Well, it said the vault is here.
But you need
That-
3 keys.
Aye, of course.
But we need three keys, you said? And I'm asking the stone that.
Yes.
Yeah, we need 3 keys. Like, and do you mean like physical keys, or I guess I don't know what other kind of key there would be.
What of the keys with the friends we made along the way?
Jackson, Alesta, and myself. Templeton too.
Templeton snapping. It's a long walk.
Need a drunken gnome, sunlight, and a shape changer.
Oh. Jackson, you are a gnome. Who would
Get
like
you
to
fucking broke!
Wait, Jackson! You're a gnome.
I can disguise myself.
And what was the third one? What was the second one? Drunken gnome, what in shapeshifter?
Sunlight?
Well, that's not Alesta. She was not sunny.
Now, hold on a second. No, you're right, I'm partly cloudy.
Also, I do want to say congratulations to Timmy Nips for taking the 3rd spot in our bit leader count.
Well,
Congratulations.
Timmy?
He's tied for second.
He's got the number 3 though, so you could do, maybe next month.
Drunken gnome.
Thank you, Timmy. It really means a lot. You're
We
supporting me
appreciate-
so much.
We do love
We
you
really appreciate
more
it.
than
Sunlight.
life itself.
And a shapeshifter. Ask
What
him
about
if
that?
we.
What about that weird light that Jackson had? That
Oh, I
weird
forgot
one
about that.
that we found in the.
Sunlight.
Yeah, that thing that we used when we were interrogating, what's his name?
Oh, that might be it. You guys.
That
are so
might
smart.
be.
Okay. Do you want to ask it if that is it? Are we the keys and then plus this orb?
So Val can change shape. Well, I guess I'm a drunk, aren't I? Well, that's a realization.
I guess I'm a This is like when Jax has to acknowledge.
This is it.
Yep.
Once you acknowledge,
And
step 1.
anyway, and sunlight. Is that this orb that I have? Are these the 3 keys? Am I one of them?
How do we activate them? Why don't we give it a shot?
Well, Jackson, to your mind, attempt, if you believe you have all 3 keys, attempt to open the door. And it's, as you look at the mausoleum, it is a very nice, very well-built stone structure with a very ornate door on the front. So clearly this is of money or of, royalty.
Okay.
Well, it didn't say for sure that we are. It just said to try it and see. So I guess we look at the door and see what
Okay.
what we can find. And I'm just gonna walk up to the door and look at it. And is there any indication that this is where the keys have to be used?
No, it's just a plain door handle. And as you kind of walk up, you sidestep this tree. It is so large and so massive that's covering the quarter of the hinge side.
Does it look out of place? Are there other trees like it around?
Not this big, but there are other trees that are planted in the area.
Do you think there's something with this tree? It is very big. And I'll do a circle around the tree, just kind of seeing that it's so much bigger than anything else.
Looks like a tree. Alexa,
Okay.
I'm not talking. Stop.
How can I help?
If you can't. That it is helpful in some things.
Not right now.
But when I don't say the name, it looks like a tree and it chimes in.
Yeah.
Have you ever asked it to get Jimmy Kimmel to tell you a joke?
No.
Or asked it to sing a duet with Ed Sheeran?
No.
Because they do that.
Nice.
Do.
I'll have
You
to
said
do
do.
that later. But we're playing
Do it.
D&D
She
right
also
now.
raps. Ask her to
That'll be
rap.
the
Okay,
treat.
Sorry.
End of
Yes.
stream treat.
Yeah.
For those that stick around.
Yeah.
Jackson, we did not come all this way to not go in. It's my understanding that there's this door and then there's an inner door. Maybe we should go in.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the door and see if there's if it pushes open or if was there a handle. I don't know if I heard that.
Yeah, there was a handle. So
Okay,
as
so I'll turn the handle and
as
see
you touch the door, it opens. But the giant tree comes alive and it just uproots itself. And it says, "Friends
Roll
of
initiative.
Brandith, you may enter."
Oh, good. That is us. Yes, thank you. What the fuck?
So I answer the door for the pizza guy.
Friends
You may enter.
of Alaska, you may enter.
You may enter.
Give me
He's
my
just giving me
pizza.
a tip.
We do not want to let this tree down. Yeah, go inside.
I'm going right on in.
Close your eyes for a
Weird.
second, please. I'm
gonna
not
open
yet.
my eyes. This
Hold
block
on.
screen.
You're okay. I'm just kidding.
Oh shoot. Oh phew.
I was here for the immersion, Dad.
So to be fair, this one actually has them on the DM level. Every other one has had them just wide open.
Yeah.
Hey, good job, Roll20.
Come on, man.
Bush League.
Come on, man.
Bush League. All right. So as you enter, you do see to your left, to your right, two crypts. Coffins. Sarcophagi.
Yeah, I guess we are looking for keyholes or if we are the key, I don't know what I will fit in.
So what is it that's straight ahead of us? Is that supposed to be stairs or a tomb thing or tombstone?
So
What is that?
straight ahead of you, you see a collapsed entrance, and it just looks like it's fallen in there.
I get. Maybe we need to look around.
Yeah, can I start investigating?
Yeah, I'll start on the left side. Kind of looking for switches or
Okay.
keyholes.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
First roll of the night, or did we have one already?
I did the Arcana check.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, natural 20.
Ooh,
No jokey.
So, okay.
got a 17.
Okay. So, Valerian, as you're walking around, you kind of read some of these. This up here is the resting place of Uld, U-L-D, Brandith. And then as you kind of walk this way, you step over... This map also is very terrible for, like, the idea that there's a collapsed entrance. You step over, like, the rubble here, and you kind of, like, nimbly try to walk through it, but you fall straight through. And you're now down on, like, step 5, and what you see is this passageway that goes further down, and then you look back, and you see Templeton, Alesta, and Jackson just like normal, as if you were looking up.
I know something that they do not. Would they have seen me fall, or can I
Alesta definitely would have seen you fall.
stick my hand up?
Val, are you alive?
I think it is some sort of illusion. Maybe. Is detect magic like a spell slot?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm okay. I'm just down here. I can see you, but I don't think you can see me.
Can I? I don't think I can, right?
Nope.
I can't. And well, are you safe down there? This isn't your plot of Deathland.
No, it keeps.
/ crypt. You can't die
I
here.
will not die today. It keeps going down.
Well, then I suppose we should also.
I mean, continue searching. Maybe, I don't know if we got everything up there, but
I will continue doing my search, and then if we don't find anything, I'll just do my search, and then I'll keep yelling down to you.
okay.
Did I find anything with the 17, Bob?
No, not really. You're not looking in sarcophagus or anything.
No, she'd be too moral to go
Yeah,
into
that'd be
somebody's coffin.
So,
Brittany, would not be. I'd be opening those things left and right.
I mean, if you are done up there, I am not going any further without you.
How far down do you think you are, like feet-wise? Feet.
Oh, feet.
Like the unit of measurement. It's a new concept, I know.
There's another, there's another 10 steps. I am at the bottom. What?
Oh, so it's not like you fell. I thought you fell
No, I am on the steps.
floors down.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's why I was like, he's on the 5th floor? Wow. Why aren't you hurt? Okay, well then yeah, let's get going. And I'll just go down the stairs.
Is everybody
Since I
else
didn't find
heading down there too?
Yeah, Templeton will follow. So is that, it's an illusion, that rubble?
Yes. So,
Okay.
everybody's heading down, yes? What is the order?
The other sarcophagus is.
Go
Did
ahead.
we even look at any of the other ones on the other side?
I mean, Alesta looked at the entire place and didn't find like anything
Didn't.
unless you're opening
Okay.
sarcophagus.
Okay, no, I'm not going to open it, and I will follow suit. I'll probably be like
Okay.
last.
Okay.
So, Valerian, did you kind of step ahead, or are you waiting for everybody?
I'm off the steps onto just the first 5 feet
Okay.
once the steps in.
So everybody, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oish. Not good. Ooh, this is a good one for me. So here's mine. 16 for Val. Ooh, 18 for Templeton.
Natural 20 plus 2, so it would be a total of 22.
I got an 8.
Okay. So Templeton, as you're kind of leading the pack, and Valerian, as you're kind of watching, the moment that Templeton hits the steps, this glyph goes off, and it's almost like a fireball just comes straight up out of the floor and just. So 5d8. So Templeton, you kind of just dive down the steps, and Valerian, seeing this giant half orc coming at you, you move out of the way. 5, 6, 8, 7,
I have a question. Would this count as a magic thing?
No, it's a trap.
Would my like? No. So okay. So it's not like a spell, a trap. That was okay.
But aren't you in heavy armor?
You bet your ass I am.
So don't you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, anyways?
Do I?
Is that saving throws or just stealth checks?
I would have to double check it.
I think it's stealth checks.
So I was at 13 with 4 rolls. And then, a 7, 20. So everybody that passed Valerian, Templeton, Jackson, you take 10 points of damage. As you just barely get scorched. Alesta, you take a full 20 points of damage, please.
Okay.
Ouch.
And yeah, it looks like it is disadvantage on stealth, specifically.
Way to start the dungeon diving. Okay.
So as you head down into this area, this part is not correct, which is really weird from the book.
Okay.
So as you head down past that illusion, you see some more sarcophagus. You take a quick right, and you see further slopes down. Is everybody heading down?
I want to make sure that there is no other like tripwires or glyphs, anything along the way, and I'll move forward.
Okay, so make an investigation check for me, please.
I'd like to try and follow suit with him.
All right, do it with advantage if you want, if you're having help.
You want me to roll with advantage, or you want to roll?
I'll let you roll. Unless you want me to. If you look
too
like
late.
you have a face, you want me to.
I rolled an 8 both times. So that's a grand total of 8.
Okay. Yeah. So
Sorry.
Can I investigate, or is it past?
I mean, it's kind of past. We did the group roll there.
Sorry,
Okay.
guys. Sorry.
So as you walk down,
You know what? You did good.
you did good. You're fine.
You're all
Close
good.
your
You're all
eyeballs.
good. You're all good, Chris. We're here to enjoy
Close your eyeballs.
ourselves as friends.
I feel bad.
All right. So as you walk down, you finally, after what feels like 5 minutes of just this, gradual slope down, you see giant vault doors, 20 foot high, 20 foot wide vault doors that the doors have neither handle nor hinges, and the writing across them reads, "The 3 keys, bring them forth."
Is that? I guess that is you and I.
And I will pull out the that light orb thing that I had, and I'll step as close to that door as I can.
And I'm stepping away because I don't want another fireball to hit me. So she's stepping back a little bit.
With great trepidation, I will step forward.
They don't open. Nothing happens.
Drunken gnome. Jackson, are you not drunk?
I am not currently.
Jackson, why aren't you drunk? Drink right now. It's a drunken gnome.
I guess I can pull out that bottle of wine that
I mean,
Ashley left behind, but this doesn't seem like an appropriate time to drink, although then I wouldn't be the drunken gnome.
and to be honest, I am not shifted.
Is there a place on this wall for this orb thing that I have, the wall or the door? Excuse
Nope,
me.
it
For
is
this
just-
orb to fit into?
It is just stone, solid all the way down.
It's just nice stone. Do I have to activate this thing? Is there a button on it? I don't remember. Or is it just always lit up?
No, there was like a button you pressed.
Okay, so I am going to make sure I press that button and see what happens.
I will shift into. I don't know who I want to shift into. I will shift into a look-alike of Rainer Neverember as I approach.
It doesn't open.
Jackson, drink more. Like,
I'll grab that bottle of wine. I'm just gonna start chugging it.
Okay, give me a Constitution
Valerian?
save, Jack.
Valerian, you have some abilities. Are any of them related to the sun?
no, I
18.
Or
Or
mine are
symbols?
mostly like fire. But why don't you? Maybe you need to hold the orb, like, and present it.
So as Jackson finishes the last drop of this wine, the doors part.
Never mind, Alesta. We do not need you.
Oh, Jackson, why weren't you drunk?
And then as you
You should have pre-gamed.
You're right. I should have pre-gamed, but that's okay. Now I'm full.
So
Now you are in the game.
You are out.
in this area, you see 3 age-worn columns that are supporting a crumbling at best stone bridge that is above you. And set into the alcoves are 12 sets of double doors made of iron. Each door is 10 foot wide, 10 foot high, and embossed with images of dwarf warriors in plate armor.
Well, that armor looks kind of cool. You think it would fit me?
I don't know. Do you need new armor?
I mean, all I've got on right now is leather, so I could probably use something a little more durable.
I don't think you want to touch anything unless we have to. So, in the alcoves are doors.
12 sets of double doors.
Okay, and then there's this bridge. Does it look like the bridge connects to anything, or is it?
Above you, you see 2 pathways that cross,
Okay,
but you can't see what's on either side.
got you. Okay, I mean, we have all of these doors. What the hell? 12 sets. Jackson, do you want to ask the stone again which way to go?
I will take the stone out of my pocket. Hey, stony person, do you know where we're supposed to go in this room?
I do not have that information.
It does not have that information.
Dandy.
Neither do I.
Okay,
Maybe one of these statues has it. Hey, do you know where we're supposed to go?
There are no
doesn't
statues.
know.
Those are just a pile of rocks, Jackson.
Jackson. Damn you. But embossed on the doors are like dwarves fighting?
Yes. Well,
That
no,
is
they're
what I was
just
thinking.
dwarves are just in plate armor.
Okay. So you can't Jackson, you can't actually take the armor. They are pictures.
Are you sure? That looks real.
I mean, you
So-
can give it a shot.
This room is completely empty.
Except for us.
12 doors. And can I get all your tokens on the map, please?
Yeah.
I need to know where you're at all times. I will remind you at the
all
very
times.
end of Tomb of Annihilation in the tomb, please be cognizant of your token location at all times.
Turk and Lurkertion.
Oh, this is a big boy. This is a big room. Look at how
That's
small
not
we
big,
are.
man. Oh, that's a
Oh.
nice cornfield.
Oh, gee, that's a real big room. I bet. Oh, I bet the heating bill is so high.
Okay. I guess we need to look around. Don't touch anything unless you need to. Don't trigger anything. I'll start kind of moving up this way, staying away from the doors a little bit, kind of in the middle of the aisle, and just kind of looking back and forth, seeing what I see.
Okay. You don't see
I'm going
much.
to the right.
There's nothing in here except doors with dwarfs on them.
Well, obviously we need to check these doors. I'll go up to this one.
And I'll just push the one that I'm closest to.
I wanna I want to real quick use my ability as a paladin to, it's divine sense. So until the end of, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell, or know that the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet if it's not behind total cover. You can use this feature 3 times per long rest.
You do not get that sense of anything. It's dry in here.
Okay, how long does that last then? If we're out of combat, like how long does it last if it's supposed to last a turn?
6 seconds.
Oh boy, okay, cool.
I learned something new flipping through the pages of this book that I got, and I will kind of take and flip my hand down like I'm flipping a yo-yo, and this red ethereal mage hand comes out and is now floating in front of me, and I wanted to go up and kind of trace the outside of the door, just kind of maybe look for a handle. This one in front of me.
They all have handles. They just...
Okay.
Yeah, they just
Taking
don't
a
move.
step back. This one does not move. Jackson, what about that one?
And I'm assuming that mine does not move as well. He's right, because he said they all.
Are you attempting to open it?
Yes.
This does not move at all.
Okay. This one doesn't move either. Kind of a lame.
Are all the carvings or the etchings on the door the same?
Yes.
Okay, so there's nothing different there. Templeton, do you want to try this door? And I'll point to this one. Let him try that one, and then I'll move up to the one past Alesta here. And try those.
Those two don't open.
There aren't any like, I don't know, instruction manuals or like IKEA directions or anything like laying around.
Yeah,
any part of this.
there's one guy with
How
a
to
hard hat and a screwdriver. That's it. Good luck.
Pointing.
Dad? Okay. Where's he pointing to?
Up. No, he's not. I'm just kidding. So
yeah,
are you guys just trying every single door?
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess,
working
yeah,
my
at
way
that
up.
point,
So
that's what we're doing.
just to speed things up, if you're trying every single door, I would imagine Jackson and Valerian, you guys both kind of get to this area here, right? And so these two doors do push open, and the other ones, as you push, they don't move at all. The top two just briskly move open.
Hey, these doors are actual doors. They actually know what they're doing.
And then as you get here, you see stairs to the left, and then in this little alcove, you see on this back wall a fresco that's in there. It's hard to make out the details from this far away, but it's very ornate and well done. Carved.
I have 120 feet of dark vid, like the devil's sight.
Yeah.
Can I see it from there, or do I need to get closer?
You just can't make out the detail from...
Okay. Inspecting as I go, I'm going to kind of make my way closer to it so I can kind of see what it is. What is on it?
Okay. I mean, how close are you getting to it in the room?
Yeah, as close as I need to make it out. As long as I don't see any, like, traps on the floor in front of me.
Yeah, you don't see any traps.
Okay.
But as you kind of move closer, is everybody else checking it out too?
Yeah, I imagine Templeton's kind of following me around.
Everybody? Okay.
Or Jax.
And I'm here too.
Okay.
Gonna die.
So I'm going to say Templeton and Valerian. Please make a wisdom saving throw. These are so,
Here's
like... This is funny.
Here's Val. That's a 10. Here's Templeton. That's a 5.
So as you guys get up close, you see this fresco of what appear to be almost like a wizard's battle with I want to say this. So you see a lot of the, if you remember from the Ilmater, you see a lot of the people in the fight that have completely shaved heads, completely shaved eyebrows, and like these ornate tattoos in the fresco on their head. And they are just like, it's this ornate battle. It is so well done that you literally cannot stop looking at it. You are so enthralled by how good this looks that you don't want to leave. You don't want to look away.
This is Templeton. This is I have not seen anything like this. Jackson, Lester, you want to come and look? Would I have the urge to invite them? Do I know that I'm being
Yeah, you
enthralled?
would. I would say you would.
I would
From
know that I'm
afar.
being enchanted, or
No,
I
you
would
can
invite
invite them. You don't know that you're like enthralled by it.
okay, all right.
Can I or we tell anything different from afar about him or
No.
Temple?
Just that it's a really cool fresco.
This is
Why is it so cool?
I have never seen so many wizards in one spot. And they look like the people from your temple. They have the tattooed heads. Such detail.
I know who those people are. If like there's one in the temple, at least vaguely.
You can all give me a history check. Or religion. I'll let you do either or.
Yeah.
Let me.
It's a 5.
Jax, you can too. And Templeton.
19.
3 for Templeton.
Okay, so are you going the religion route or the...
Religion.
Okay, so seeing these... I don't want to say these type of people, but the shaved head, the ornate tattoos, having traveled around, you know that these are the Mulan people of Thay. And understanding Thay and kind of looking... Are you looking close at this, by the way?
No, I'm like calling from. I called to Val, like, why is it so cool?
So...
And then he described the people with
Right,
the.
okay. So you know those, they are typically from Thay. They are typically magic users of the higher end of the social structure. And they make up the Zolkirs of Thay.
And what are the Zolkirs?
They are the governing body. So Thay is made up of, like, it's a magicrat, where magic is the ruling power of Thay. And Zolkirs, there are 8 of them, and each one makes up a different school of magic. So one of them will be an expert in their school of magic.
How many of those ones do you see?
There are many. More, hundreds. Do I see hundreds?
Yes, you do see, but then you also see different pictures. You do see some undead in there. You do see It's like one side of Zolkir versus the other side of Zolkir.
Yeah. There's a smorgasbord of these tattooed wizards and some undead. You really need to get closer to come and appreciate it. Yelling at me from across the way is... I don't know, like, why are you doing that?
Is there
Come
anything
closer.
that would... Okay, other than that, is there anything that would, like, indicate to me that something weird's going on? Or, like, be like, I'm suspicious about this.
Maybe,
like, based on what I know about it here.
Maybe Val's appreciation for fine art.
I was actually gonna say, like, a little bit earlier, but...
I think at this point, too, Templeton might sit down, crisscross applesauce, and just kind of stare up at it. Wow, you're right. This is good. Alesta, you should these look like your people from your temple.
Templeton has good taste in art because he's a drawer, so we should probably follow his advice and go look.
Jackson is right.
I don't know, this looks really weird, and I never liked museums anyway.
Wait, are we in a museum? Wait, where are we all of a sudden?
Oh, I'm just saying, you know, like, arts and museums.
You
No.
snooze, you lose.
Oh,
I
don't
never
get it,
understood
but
the point of pictures on the wall. Just go, like, why don't you just go look at things?
I
Like,
They
you
gotta
can
be
look
on
at-
somebody's wall, right?
Maybe you have a point, Jackson. Maybe you have a point.
Templeton, you should pull out your paper and maybe try to copy it.
Alright, well, let's go see. This is weird, though. I want that for the record. She
I'm gonna
would have no
stumble-
reason to, like, be so suspicious that she would adamantly refuse. So,
So as you guys get within 30 feet, please give me a wisdom saving throw as well. Let's just charm the whole party.
This is
Yeah.
against magic, yeah?
We'll be here all night.
So wisdom saving throw, I get advantage on this one because of my gnome cunning.
You gnome. Gnome, you don't.
and since it's magic, I also, because of magic resistance, right?
I got
I'm
19.
just gonna murder your character so you can't min-max him next time.
Min-max, this is just you want tea. You want tea?
No.
No. Okay, it's 21.
What'd you get, Jax?
19.
So you guys feel it instantly, this want to look at it, but you kind of shake it off. You're like, oh, no, let's go. Like, what the hell?
Hey Templeton, this isn't as interesting as you made it seem like it was.
And you
I'm not as enthralled at least.
you
It's
definitely
okay,
get the
but it's
feeling
not.
that it is trying to enthrall you as well.
Do you feel that, Alesta?
Oh, I certainly do.
Good, it's not the
Templeton,
wine.
it's time to go.
Jackson, you are my friend, but you are wrong. This is very pretty. And
You're
I'm
my
going to
friend.
draw it.
You're my friend too, but it is kind of interesting. But it's not as interesting as
need to break
you
the
made
eye
it
contact.
seem.
Jackson, we need to break their eye contact with the picture. It's enthralling them.
Is that what we need to do? How do we? I'll take the little guy.
Okay.
Every second I look, I find a new detail that is better than the last.
Alright, you take
I
that.
wanna-
Almost
You take that, it's okay.
goes so. The painting goes so far. It's so. You can see far into it, and there are people in the hills in the back. They're fighting and. Oh.
Yeah, so I'll go behind Templeton, and is it safe to say that I have some form of cloth or something? I don't know, that could be jury-rigged into a blindfold, essentially. Yeah, okay.
The mask that covers your face, you could use that.
Yeah, wow, I certainly could. But
I'm gonna walk.
Brad just nodded when he said that I had something on me. So I guess another day. But she'll just like throw that around Templeton's eyes, like super quick, just to like very quickly break off.
And I'm gonna walk behind Val and just put my hands up over his eyes and like that guess who kind of way.
Alesta, what are you doing? I can't see.
When his eye contact is broken, Bob, does it like is the spell broken?
It does not, but so Chris, you will willingly walk away from it.
Yeah, so I'll stand up and like turn around and, you know, get Jackson's hands off of me. What are you doing?
If forced, you will willingly walk away from it. How about that?
Yeah, after like maybe I'll kind of, you know, Jackson, why are you touching me? Like, are we ready?
I needed to make sure you looked away from that painting. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure we were being magical.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I've seen enough. I am ready to go.
Oh, whatever. Okay, let's go.
It is fine. You should have looked.
I tried to look. In fact, I did, but it wasn't as interesting.
Is there anything else in the? Oh wait, is Templeton fighting me, or is he?
No, he'll walk away as well.
No. Okay. Is there anything in the room aside from the picture?
Just some.
Like
just some,
I want to.
No. Like probably
No.
broken urns, pots, vases, nothing crazy. Heavy layer of dust.
Does the picture seem malevolent in nature? Like
No.
evil in nature, or is it just kind of there?
It's not Vigo from Ghostbusters 2 evil. Do you not get the right? Come on. Whew.
No, sorry.
You've
man.
never seen Ghostbusters 2?
I've
I
never
can't put
seen
the name to the
Ghostbusters
face.
1.
I'm out.
I'm crying on the inside.
I saw the one with Kate McKinnon.
That was a bad one.
I liked it.
Haven't seen it. Can't comment.
Oh, that guy.
Okay, so
Okay.
as you pull away Templeton and Valerian, they kind of look back over their shoulder, recognizing that it's still there, but then willingly go with you.
The painting was really pretty, Alesta.
Yeah, I think that it is. You know, I could see the appeal. How about when we get back home, you can try to recreate it for me with your crayons.
Can we have chocolate milk and do it?
I don't see why we would. We
Okay.
couldn't.
Okay.
He'll kind of stow his papers and crayons and start
Yeah,
moving
absolutely.
away from it.
Okay, so are you guys heading up the stairs or back out, or want to stare at the painting for a while longer?
3 more days of painting.
Is that the only door that would open for us?
Both of these doors opened, the top and the bottom, but they both lead to the same, and that's the only door that opened after trying all of them. Only 2 sets of doors that opened.
And the stairs go down, up. But I bet these meet up with that walkway, the sky bridge.
We should probably go upstairs, but I shouldn't be last in case I fall down.
Well,
I'll go.
you shouldn't be first either.
You're
how about
very
Templeton?
right.
You take up the. How about you take up the bag, Templeton? I'll go in first. Shield at the ready.
Okay, sounds like a good idea. Jackson, you are right in front of me.
You got it.
Make the drunk guy go.
Whoa.
Alright, so you will all be up here. Jackson.
Templeton's behind
Okay,
me.
so as you head up the stairs, checking, I imagine, for traps the whole way. You come
Yes.
to this area here, where, and as soon as I'm done uncovering, I will explain. So as you head up these stairs, you see these 3 pillars running the length of the hall are carved to resemble warhammers. with their square heads pressed against the floor. So Warhammer at the bottom, hilt going up. The west wall bears a cracked mosaic that depicts a dwarf smith at a forge, crafting dwarves out of black metal and diamond. And then 3 archways in the east wall lead to crumbling bridges that span the entrance foyer. Also, Ghostbusters 2 is not a random movie. So if you have not seen Ghostbusters 2, you are not a real nerd. Or Ghostbusters 1 for those that are here. Brittany?
You're gonna revoke my nerd card?
Yeah, can you see it from here? So, up there by you see the little green right there, where,
Nope.
that? Where my finger is? This little green sliver?
Sure.
That's the deluxe edition of Ghostbusters 1 and 2, signed by Dan Aykroyd himself.
Nice.
Actually not, he's kind of a dick, so...
Still cool that you have the signature, though. And what about that movie for next year?
Yeah, it should be
Hopefully
good.
that's gonna... Anyway.
Anywho, so this is what you're looking at. What do you want to do?
Since she went around, I'm going around too.
Yeah, you see the same thing.
And seeing the hammer, I'm gonna be like, boy, this could probably make a lot of cool stuff. Way better than my hammer. I'm gonna pull it out and just compare the sizes of them.
Yeah, imagine the type of nails that these could.
The hammers that are pillars are much bigger than your tiny ball peen that you're...
Jackson, yours is kind of puny.
That's what I'm saying. These are amazing.
When you put it up next to that one.
No, I mean this is. I didn't know hammers could be this big. Templeton, are you big enough to use one of these?
Are they like columns that are built into the supporting the ceiling? Yeah. Hey, Jackson, look up. They go up into the ceiling.
Templeton practically goes up to the ceiling from my perspective.
Well, yes, but don't give him silly thoughts in his head.
Okay. I take it back.
I'm concerned that looking at that mosaic over there will result in another sort of beguilement, but I'll go investigate that, so be prepared to, pull me away if I don't have enough willpower.
Okay.
And I want to investigate the mosaic and see if there's anything I can see about it.
I can shoot at you with my crossbow, it won't work.
What did you know?
Well, would you even hit me, Jackson?
Exactly. I'll just wind up throwing the whole thing at you. I can make it return to sender,
Like Thor's hammer.
So, yeah, just looking at it, you just see a dwarf fresco. I mean, it's not anything crazy. There are no saving throws.
It's just a painting.
You got lucky on that one. So, yeah, moving down with these 3 bridges that go across.
What do we see? At least on the top one for me.
Looks like.
Wait, hold on. Hold up.
Hold up.
Dude, Discord is pissing me off tonight. So as you look across, you see bridges that kind of are crumbling. There's the top one has majority of it's okay, but at the very end it's crumbling. The middle one has 2 or a giant hole in the middle of it that is probably about 15 feet, and the bottom one has crumbling at the very start, and then the end appears to be intact for the most part. And then across are 3 large doors, and then straight down you're about 70 feet from the entryway that you walked in.
Oh, so we see Oh, so those pillars that we saw are underneath these bridges?
3 bridges, yes.
Okay. I thought it was going the other way, but okay. I mean, I can send out my mage hand, the hand, and I could go check the doors and
That's
see
a good
if
idea.
that might narrow it down for us before we traverse these bridges. None of them look safe.
Yeah, these are definitely not up to regulation.
OSHA has not been in here in a long time. So I'll flick my wrist down and send out my mage hand again. I guess that's a 30-foot. Oh, I can't go that far. Never mind. Once it gets past 30 feet, it just kind of dissipates. That's not going to work unless I creep out on... I mean, no offense to anybody here, but I am the lightest. It might be smart for me to go first.
That
Check
makes
it out.
sense to me.
I don't want to go first, so you go right ahead.
Well, I will check the doorway of this the topmost bridge. Make sure there's no like things,
How much do you weigh?
and then shoot. I actually have it written down. Let me. I weigh 43 pounds, not counting my gear.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to walk across pretty easily. The top one, correct?
Yeah, I'd have to.
Okay. So,
I'll get up to the cracks, like, and then see if.
I don't think
There.
5 pounds is enough to open these doors because they're just so large. But you don't feel anything like you could kind of feel them move, but you don't get enough to push across.
Oh, I can't get my mage hand that far without getting past these cracks. So I'm checking to see if the cracks are
Oh yeah, with the mage hand, you kind of it doesn't do anything.
okay. I'll look back to the group. Do you want me to keep going? So far, so good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, catch me if I fall.
Better you than me.
Wait, do we want to like tie a rope or nope, that won't work. You don't have long enough rope. Just don't fall.
Did you bring FeatherFall with you?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So I will
Wow.
gingerly step through these
Okay.
over these cracks and
You make it to the other side with no
get
issues.
to the. Oh yes. Okay, and I will inspect the door.
Give me
It's
a
not that easy, is it?
investigation check.
That's not what I'm good at. Art. It's a freaking 4. 4. That's a
Looks
4.
good, everybody.
You can't spot any traps.
Again, still good. And I will try to open the door.
Yeah, it opens pretty easily. So as you look into this room, you see a 10-foot tall painted statue of an armored male dwarf wielding a battle axe and wearing a mask stands at the back of this 20-foot high room. So statue, dwarven male, wearing a battle axe, or holding a battle axe, wearing a helmet with a mask.
Okay. Any levers? I'll step in.
So as you step in, you do see like a door beneath the statue, like not beneath the statue, at the foot of the statue, like a trap door into the basement. You know, like one of those that has a little ring, and you kind of pop it up, and you would go down.
I mean, you only live once. I will go inspect it. And if it's clear, I will try to open it.
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh, shit. Come on. Fuck. Just straight intelligence. That's an 8. Rolling hot, guys. Jeez Louise.
Oof. Oof. You don't find any traps.
Okay. So I will pull up on the ring.
So as you pull up on the ring, It doesn't budge, but give me a dex saving throw, please.
It's a 10.
Dude. Fix
I rolled
your,
a 5. I
fix
rolled a
your
freaking
shit.
5 plus 5. Get your shit together, man.
That's an 8. A 6.
I'm gonna die.
A 1. So we're at 15. And an 8. 23.
I'm down.
So as you pull up on this, you just see this statue's eyes glow bright red. And then it shoots this like fire beam straight at you. And down goes Valerian.
Fucking dumb.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Did that die?
Wow.
Ow.
And nobody's on the other side of the bridge with you.
Wow.
Did
Valerian,
we see
did we-
any of that?
You could see it, definitely.
Did he leave the door? Like, do we see?
Yeah, I would definitely
Wait,
say
Do
I
we
see
see his sad little body just
it. His little baby body.
his little baby body crumpled into the room?
Looks like a
Oh.
small
Do we though?
child.
Alesta,
Yes,
do
you
you
do.
want to take care of this, or do you want me to?
Well, I suppose I can. Unless you have a health potion and you want to give that crossbow a try.
Shoot the health potion across.
That wouldn't be good. That would
Make it a-
definitely miss.
Attack roll, you gotta get it right into his mouth.
I'm not doing that.
No,
in
we
this state, but
determined
I'll
that it
walk
was
around.
tropical, didn't we?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, because you did it, and like I was like, do I have to take it, like drink it, because that means that I would have to take my mask off, and it was like, no, it's just topical.
Sure, that's fair.
But
Either
it's,
way, I'm not crossbowing that.
all right. Well,
The
I'm
AC's
way-
pretty hot.
I think I weigh significantly more than you.
Valerian, give me a death saving roll, please.
Oh no! I'm just sitting here, like casually discussing,
It's a 12.
That's one success.
I'll go, and I'm gonna kind of wobble my way,
Okay,
stumble my way.
wait. Before you go, I'm going to cast Bless.
Do you have healing, Jax?
I have cure wounds.
Somebody needs to get in there.
He's
Would
on-
Templeton run across here? I think Templeton would.
He probably would.
Templeton, no!
No, Templeton!
No, Templeton,
I-
stop.
We can.
Erring on the
get-
side of caution. Do not
All right.
kill somebody else's character.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
but I do want to cast Bless, and I'm going to cast it on Jackson, myself, and Valerian.
Okay. Go ahead, Jax. Run across.
I'm going. In I am.
You can do it, Jax.
Yay! I made it. Oh wait, cure wounds. And then I will kneel down, and I will
Jeez.
write my hand on his shoulder, and I will cast a cure.
How are you dead already?
Well,
Because you hit us with...
I have 27 total hit points.
I'm down to 16 myself. That would have taken me out, too.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a second spell slot to give you some extra. So that is, what is it? 2. So it's 2d8s. Or no, I only have one spell slot. So just 1d8. My bad. I forgot that I haven't gotten my second slots yet.
You want to roll that, or you want me to?
I certainly can if you'd like me to.
Yeah,
My
go for it.
rolls have been a little. Whoops. One. But at least you're still alive.
Okay.
Do you get any modifier with that, or is it just one?
Oh, I do have a spellcasting modifier, which is 3. So actually, you get 4. Thank you for that. I forgot about spellcasting modifiers.
What happened, Jackson? Do not pull on this ring.
What? This one right here, and I'm gonna almost
Don't-
touch it.
You are asking for it.
I was just making sure
Yes.
I would listen to the right one.
It was a moment of weakness. I saw something. I had to touch it. But
I have
don't
that too.
I don't see anything in here. I mean, I could back up and try my mage hand and try to pull it up, but it is kind of weak.
That seems like a bad idea. We're
Or
both in
I-
here still.
I mean, in your drunken stupor, if you want to maybe look for the off switch.
Can I investigate like around the base of this thing and see if I see anything like a switch or even anything useful?
You can do whatever you want. Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Forever.
So investigation is 8 plus 5 is 13.
Also, I want to retcon something.
Don't kill me.
I did ask everybody to remember where your tokens are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And having moved around, I don't know if I would have started up here and worked my way around this way.
Oh no.
Whoever,
Guys.
whoever pulled that one back out there, just a moment, please.
Wait, what? Hold what one?
Somebody did. Who was it?
Wait, Alestra? Hold on.
You're on mute, Chris.
I mean, I moved mine from to show you how I was moving around this thing.
I put Templeton back out there, but I know what happened.
Okay. So yeah, you look around. What did you roll again, Jackson?
13.
You don't find any off switch. You don't find anything. You just see that this statue like melds perfectly into the stone.
This is
Well, this statue does not have an off switch, so this thing is just always on. Kind of like the new Apple Watch.
The new what?
Apple Watch screens.
The new what?
I am Jackson. I am heading out. Nothing here. So I'm gonna head back.
I'm following you and your crossbones out too.
Lester, where is Templeton?
I don't know.
It's me, Mario. I don't know.
It's me, Alesta. I'm just a little baby. I don't see him or anything. I got no inclination that he disappeared. I see that his token's gone, and I assume something happened.
A long time ago, I gave him a sending stone.
That's true.
I don't think we ever used it. So I'm gonna grab my sending stone and I'm gonna call for him and say, "Hey, Templeton, we're up the stairs. If you're still down there."
Oh, I'm down here staring at this fresco again. It's really good.
I can't send anything back, but I can at least tell y'all that he is down staring at the thing again.
I'll go get him.
No.
Yes,
It was Celeste's fault that he kind of got left back there. I mean, she was the one that put the cape over his head
Who's in
gonna
charge of
when we
it?
pulled him away.
I'm gonna start walking that way.
Wait, no. He didn't get left back there, did he?
No.
He wound up back there after the stairs, but
Yeah. So how is this my fault?
I'm drunk. Remember?
I'm heading down.
Last I saw, you were pulling him away from the
So-
set, the art with the cloth over his head. That's all I can.
So Valerian, yeah, you're down there entranced.
Templeton, I
He's
do
back
not
to
blame
being
you.
advanced.
This is a beautiful thing. Which one, Templeton? Which one of these wizards would you be? I'd be that one, and he points to one that's like just letting out a fireball or something. That one looks good.
I'm gonna look up at
a would be
lessons.
the one behind you.
That one took a second. It was a slow burn.
Yeah, it was a little. I'm glad we got there though. Yeah, you look up at Alestra, and
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna say-
what you see is that she's praying. She's just eyes closed,
I don't wanna.
deep breathing.
I don't wanna bother you while you're doing what what you're doing, but how long should we wait for them to come back before we go back down to that hellhole?
Well, I think that's the sooner that we get down there, the sooner we'll see that they're stuck there, and the sooner we'll be able to continue on with our journey. So let's go down there and get them again.
The ladies first, and then I'm gonna start walking down.
Alrighty, I'll follow.
Down the stairs,
Beep doop doop boop.
roll a little bit, come
And-
down here, and I'm assuming I can see them from there.
Yep. They're just hanging out.
Oh, yep, they're right there again.
I'll
I'm gonna
reveal
walk.
this for you guys so it's easier. I'll make a little
Yeah.
path just so it's easier for you in the future.
Thank
I was just,
No.
yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So I'll grab
Come
Val
on.
again.
You should, Jackson, take a seat.
No, I don't want to take a seat. I don't have time for seats. We don't have time for art. We don't have time for anything. We just need to go.
Templeton, we have to go. Come on, we're going to go now. We're going, Templeton.
Come on, Val. I'm gonna grab his hand. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
We're gonna go now. Oh wait, we're turning this way.
And yeah, you guys can pull them away pretty easily. You can just
Yeah.
future if you're back up top.
I mean, if you guys want to move, fine.
Okay.
Now that we're back here again, what do we want to do?
Before
The statue's a death.
before we move further, I want to ask you, why do you not appreciate that painting?
We don't
Because
appreciate
it's
what it
beguiling.
does to you.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
But then, have you ever heard the story of Narcissus?
I mean,
So Narcissus was a
That
man who got a
Yes,
hold of a
stared
mirror
at
that was
his,
beguiled, and he looked
body.
into his reflection, and he fell in love with himself. And then he sat there staring at his reflection until he starved to death. And his family begged for him, Narcissus, please, we need to get food. And he was like, no, I can't, because this mirror is so beautiful. And she's like, that's your reflection, Narcissus. And he's like, I know, I'm so beautiful. And she's like, you're such a narcissist. And that's how they got the term. But anyway, he died because of it. And I don't like
Yeah.
that.
but
While you were telling that story, I'm gonna have sat down and just started focusing on your story the whole time, real hard. And then what happened?
Well, and then Narcissus's family died because they had no ability to fend for themselves. The mother eventually starved to death, and the children, being so small, couldn't survive the winter.
Well, that's sad.
think-
Tell it again with a happy ending.
Narcissus's wife broke the mirror, and all of a sudden he was cured, and he realized that the true love was his family, and
Yay!
they survived the winter.
Good story. Good
Yes.
story.
Yes.
And I'm gonna stand back up.
still does not explain your lack of appreciation for the beautiful painting. I mean, good story, but
Because it's enchanted, and I don't like being
Oh.
influenced by magic.
okay, you're missing out.
I'm sure I am.
All right.
Well, what did you find in that first room?
Paintings aside, we need to move forward. Any other volunteers to go first? I've gotten in too much hot water today.
Did you find anything in that room?
There was a big statue that shot fire out of its eyes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go the next one.
Okay, so looking across this next one, there's about a 15-foot gap,
Okay.
but a running jump will sufficiently make it across.
So should I roll athletics, acrobatics?
No, you can just run and jump. It's 15 feet. It's not that far.
Yo, yeet.
You yeet across it. So as you get to this one, this door's a little bit different. It's a little bit nicer. As you get closer to it, you see the actual metal that comprises the door is harder to an extent, if that makes
Okay.
sense. So,
I want to check outside the door just to see if it's trapped.
okay, give me an investigation check, please.
Would you let me do survival because of bear traps?
There are no bears to trap in here.
If there were, would you let me?
If there were brown bears only. Grizzly bears, no. Polar bears, no.
Yeah, so I got a 9.
Good news is there's no traps that you can detect.
Well, great. So
I mean,
then I'll
it's
walk.
good and bad. Yes.
Yeah. So I'll just walk tentatively.
Okay. So yeah, as you walk into this area, you do see in this room there are 4 suits of rusted plate armor. So the doors open very easily. Four suits of rusted plate armor minus the helmets, sized for a dwarf, stand in the corners of this room. So they're in each corner. And then each suit is draped in cobwebs. So nasty, nasty stuff. Dwarvish runes are carved into the far wall. And can you read dwarvish, dwarven?
I don't think so, no. Does anyone know Dwarven?
Nope.
Is the Stone of Galore know Dwarven? Oh, it
I'll
doesn't.
pull it out and I'll ask you, do you know Dwarven?
Wait, does he know how to get through this? Have we just had the magic 8-ball in our pocket so that we could have been using this entire time?
It doesn't respond.
I'm gonna shake it kind of gently, but just a little. Are you there? I don't hear you.
No response.
It's so rude. Okay.
This thing stopped talking. Why are you giving me the cold shoulder? Oh wait, it's not responding to me.
Okay, so I want to check the room for any things that look like they could lob a fireball out of them. I'm checking for traps. I don't want to get hit with anything.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll investigation. Since it was so poor on your first one, I'll let you roll again.
Okay. Okay, so that one, it's a little better. It's a 15.
You don't find any traps. It's a clean room.
Okay, do I see any trapdoors? Any signs?
Just the glowing inscription of dwarven runes. Runes, not ruins.
Runes. Okay. Clearly there's something to this room, but I don't really know what. I don't even know what to try here. Is there anything that would stand out? Like, if this was a Legend of Zelda game, would there be any sort of, inclination that, like a tile that's colored blue or something?
If there were any inclination, it would be the dwarven runes on the back wall.
Okay, I'll go touch them.
Okay. As you touch them, nothing happens.
Okay, I'll go brush them off then. Anything happen? Do the ruins... So there's ruins on the wall, and then there's ruins on the statues?
Nope. Just on the wall. In the back.
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check or something? Or a history check? Or
Give me a history check. We'll do that. Go ahead and do a history check.
Oh. It's a 4.
Yeah, you don't.
What about an insight check? To get insight
Yeah,
on the writers.
they look like they're telling the truth. No, you can't.
Y'all, I have no idea what these are. Does anybody who knows a thing or two about a thing or two want to give it a shot? I have a negative intelligence modifier.
I am not good either.
Templeton!
Templeton.
Templeton, get over here. Take a look at these.
He is not good. He is not wise or.
I want you to roll history, Templeton.
Drunk Jax, you're up.
I can come and take a look. I don't. I mean, if I have to. Could I make that jump?
Yeah.
All right.
I think
will-
you're a pretty dexterous fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make it.
All right. I will
Yeah,
come
I'm
in.
afraid
What?
to try and
So
jump.
everybody, for the sake of expediency, go ahead and give me a history check.
Oh, yeah. What
Except
am
for
I
me.
staring at?
Except for Alesta, unfortunately.
It's 10. That's a 3 for Templeton.
16 for me.
Jackson! Oh my god. So in all of your studies, you've studied Dwarven runes, and some of the magic they can possess sometimes, you understand what these say. And they spell out, a secret never before told will part Dumathoin's lips.
The secret never before told will part. What's his name?
Dumathoin.
Dumathoin's lips. So who's got a secret?
Ooh, truth or dare.
Alright, fine, I'll do it. When I was 11, I went into Mother Gothel's private chambers and I drank her communion wine. And then I blamed it on Sylvana. It haunts me.
Is it true?
I would say that's literally true.
So as you say that, this trapdoor just goes poof, right in the very front, and beneath the trapdoor, you see a set of stairs that descend down to this area.
We learned something about Alesta today.
I was dishonest at one
You
point.
were a thief.
How dare you?
Yes, it haunts me. Sylvana got double chore duty for the week, and she knew it was me.
And you did it anyway.
And she
sure
did it
did.
anyways. So do you descend?
I feel
Are we-
lighter now.
Do you want to? Well, now that you feel so light, you can go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
How many hit points do you have left?
I'll go first after checking for traps.
No, I'm just kidding. So as you descend these stairs, I got a block text to read. Although deep underground, this vault is lit by streams of sunlight that pour down from the ceiling, catching motes of dust in their luminous pools. Ornate columns support a 30-foot-high vaulted ceiling, which is adorned with carvings of dwarfs basking in the presence of their gods. Deep alcoves line the walls, and piled up in them is a vast golden trove. Out of the dusty gloom steps an aged dwarf clutching a staff carved and painted to resemble a pair of entwined dragons, one red, one gold. Despite the dwarf's age, his eyes are steady and bright. I wasn't expecting anyone, he says plainly. As you can see, the place is a mess. Perhaps you should come back later, after I've tidied up a bit.
Wait, someone said that to us?
The aged dwarf. Would you like me to read that
I-
block text again?
No, I think I'm okay. Okay, I'm so sorry. I zoned out for a couple seconds. It's okay. We live in much dirtier place.
Yeah, no, there's no need to clean up on our account. We're sorry to catch you off guard. You're just passing through.
You shall not pass.
Wait, what are we doing in this crypt, though? Okay, I'm sorry. I just got a reality check. What are we doing here?
Uh,
Are we trying to find Neverember? Is he supposed to be here? Because he shouldn't be here. He doesn't have the key. He doesn't have the Stone of Galore. Why would he be here?
well, I don't know how the stone has got us here. What the stone has done to get us in this far, other than tell us to go here.
Yeah, it told us about the keys. That's it.
Told us.
But then why did we choose to go down into... I'm sorry. This is actually, I think, Brittany being confused. Why did we choose to go down into it? Like, what are we hoping to find? Are we hoping to find Neverember? Or the secret? What's our motivation?
We're looking to dump this stone. I mean, Val's got kind of a motivation of
Dumping
there
the
being
stone?
a fortune down here.
Checking out
Oh.
frescoes.
Fine art, yeah.
So
I mean, we have no clue where Neverember is,
Right.
right? So
If
we
this is
could,
like the only lead that we have, basically.
right, we could traipse around above ground trying to find Raynor and dump the stone. I mean, obviously they want us to go here because there's maps.
So, back when Raynor did the giant exposition, several sessions ago, he was entrusting the stone to you, but the stone was intercepted by the Cal Sanders. I believe that's right. With the person with the fireball, so fireball in Troll Skull Alley. So the whole exposition there is they're trying to get the stone to you. They're trying to hide the stone to protect what's in here, which is the
Fortune.
elusive, embezzled fortune of Lord Neverember that was deseated from the Lord of Waterdeep, that is said to have been hidden in here, which roughly the rumors are it sums to 1 million gold pieces.
Okay. So I'll look at the older dwarf guy and be like, is this where the elusive fortune of Neverember lies?
There is no gold here.
Is there something here worth protecting? I mean, other than you, sir, I didn't comply.
These are the halls of my people.
Well, I think we have something we would like to deposit somewhere down deep within these halls. Is it okay if we proceed forward?
Unfortunately, I can't allow you to do that. You are not part of Lord Neverember's trusted friends.
I mean, how do you know that? You are down here. We have come this far. We have made it to this point. I don't know who else would make it down this far without knowing Neverember. We have actually been employed by him. I don't know if you know this, but we saved Mr. Raynor Neverember. We saved his life. I don't know how much more
And he
close
kind
we
of,
can get.
He almost like flicks his mustache a little bit.
Like Kill Bill.
You saved him. How can I believe you?
He was tied up in a warehouse by a bunch of birds. We stormed in and cut him loose. And he told us about this place. He told us about this stone. I think Templeton still has the stone. So this stone. He'll pull it out, and he told us about there's a fortune down here that the Zentarum want, and we are trying to keep that from happening.
And as he like pauses between, it's like this methodical thought process going through his head. I believe you, but what would you do with this money?
Well, outside of taking a small portion for our services, we would not do anything with it. We would make sure it stays within our good friend Neverember's family and hands.
Then it's perfectly safe here.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
I think Manchun might disagree with that.
I am not afraid of Manchun.
well, then what do we need to do?
Yeah,
What do we need to do with this stone?
Share your secrets, girl.
The stone is merely a vessel to get you here. It does not possess
Okay.
what you seek. What you seek is on the other side of this wall.
Then can we take a peek?
He'll walk slowly, so it's almost like belabored as he crosses, and in these top two alcoves to the north and to the northwest, you just see piles of golden dragons, so the currency of Waterdeep, spilling out. So it is, if I were to draw it, it comes all the way out to like there, of just piles of this currency in here.
Okay.
This money lays here while people in the, what is it called? It's like not the dock district. It has a specific name.
Mist
It's
Ward.
the really, the what?
The Mist Ward?
Mist Shore.
Yeah, the
and
Mist
then
Ward.
Field Ward.
Mist Shore.
Mishore, yeah. This gold is just laying here while people of Mishore die because they don't have circumstances that are befitting of surviving. This is disgusting, honestly, that this is here.
And he just kind of bats his eyes at you.
Don't give me those puppy eyes. I don't care, old man. I'm telling you,
mean-
it's gross.
Outside of my friend here, I care not about most of this gold that's down here. We were asked to keep this stone away from the Zentarum, away from Manchun, so that this gold could remain in the hands of Neverember. I feel like we have done that. But now what? Do we get a cut?
If you wish to keep this stone safe, you can place it here and it will be safe. But I will not allow you to take any money.
Well, that was the deal that Raynor said. The
Do you
payment
have
for
that
services
deal
rendered.
in writing?
I mean, what? Why need writing when a man's word is his bond?
That's fair. How much did he offer you?
I think he said like about 1,000 gold a piece.
Is that accurate?
Give me a deception check.
Yeah, it's
Actually-
accurate.
Does Alesta know how much, like, he actually offered, though? He offered you 1,000 each. That's disgusting.
It's a 7 plus 5. So 12.
That seems a bit high.
I mean, I could be mistaken. We have.
I will offer you 20 gold each.
I am saying 1,000 and you say 20. I mean, that is not even in the middle. I could be a little bit wrong and maybe inflating it a bit. Just because of the trials and tribulations that it took for us to get here, but 20 gold is surely... I mean, if this was not in our hands, Manchun was knocking on the door. And you feel confident that he could not come down here and you could stop him, but it did not sound so confident about the people upstairs.
Well, he didn't look like a shape-shifting drunken gnome with a flashlight to me.
Well, I think the key switches for whoever is there, but I am surely this was worth more than 20 gold. I mean, do you what? How are you beholden to the Never Embers? Like, what are you doing? What is your story?
I was paid to guard this money.
Paid. You were paid. We would like to be paid too.
How much were you paid exactly?
I'm paid in not money, but in other deals.
Unless the
Ooh, are you paid in souls?
And you almost see like this weird flick in his eye as he says that.
All right. Well, if you deal in favors instead, then how about instead of paying us this gold, you use all of this confidence that you have that Monsoon is not the problem to actually protect the people of Waterdeep, are at his expense. He has killed people. He leads people who kill people, and you sit down here saying he isn't an issue, far away from the problem.
Every one of you have killed somebody. We all have killed somebody. It's just
I don't have time for this like equal
Most of
balance
them.
Libra bullshit.
Well, I mean, but who is bad and who is good? My job is to protect his money.
That is subjective.
People who kill people to get money are pretty bad
People
people.
who want this
But
money
then-
are bad as well.
Okay, so
To me.
what
Okay, that's
if-
great. I'm saying I don't want the money.
here's a hypothetical situation.
She really doesn't.
We turn around and we take the stone with us and we just leave it on the streets. It falls in Manshun's lap. Then what? You failed at your job. You would no longer be protecting this money.
I am not afraid of Manchun.
You should be. Have you seen his hair?
Why aren't you afraid of me?
Are you Manchun? Are you?
Okay,
Are
I'm
you?
dead. I'm dead. Have
I'm
you
dying.
seen his hair?
I'm dying.
I'm
It-
dead.
It's John Stamos levels of beauty.
Why aren't you afraid of Manchun? Why?
I've protected this gold for years.
Then why did you not send a memo to the people up top and let them know that Manchun is not an issue? And then I could be at home right now with my feet up, having some sweet wine with Liv.
Sweet wine.
See?
Okay, but then also though Manchun is a problem because he's the one behind the cult that is killing people in the streets with fireballs that led me to your doorstep. So yes, Manchun is the problem here. So if you went to your higher ups like, oh, he's not the problem, who the fuck are you? I want to know. I want to speak to your manager. I want to speak to Neverember right now.
Then
I have no means to communicate outside of this vault.
I don't recognize this voice at all, do I? So it's not the voice in the stone.
I guess we should be going then.
I want to detect good and evil again.
Okay. So remind me what all that celestial fey fiend.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me pull it up.
Just bad guys.
Bad guys, they're bad.
They're just honestly, this is like such a
What about righteous dudes?
whatever happened to our righteous dude. Okay. You can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
You don't sense any of that.
Do I sense whether he's good or evil?
It's not how the spell works.
It says you can sense
know,
good or
it's dumb.
evil. It literally says you can sense good or evil. That's what it says, like in the actual spell.
but it doesn't necessarily indicate that you can detect if it is good or evil, just that there is good or evil there. Is that what we're trying to say? I don't know.
Sure.
I guess
Yeah.
For the duration,
Okay.
you know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there's a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. That is detect evil and good.
I think this is a different spell then, because this is Divine Sense.
Oh yeah, because you're a paladin. I had that.
I'm sending you a screenshot.
You get a noxious odor. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't smell anything.
I forgot that wasn't a dragonborn thing, but it was a paladin thing.
Presence of strong evil registers your senses. Yeah, you don't smell anything. Sorry, I thought you said detect good and evil.
I thought that's basically what, because it says you can detect good and evil,
which is really dumb because the spell detect evil and good does not do that. It just detects those different like races, whereas Divine Sense you get a noxious odor if there is like evil present, and that's like always there, by the way, which I need to pay attention to.
Oh, really? Because I just sent you the screenshot in Discord, but it says that it's like a one action thing. So, like, I can do it 3 times per long rest.
You can use this feature a number of times equal to your equal to 1 plus your charisma modifier. Sorry.
Oh.
That's
so
the official
D&D
roll 20.
Beyond is lying to me. You know
what is your charisma?
My charisma is.
And so everybody make a group persuasion check.
15. Or charisma modifier, or just charisma?
Modifier.
Plus 2.
Yeah, so plus 2 plus 1 is 3. That's why you have 3 uses.
Give a little kiss.
Natural 20.
Chris, you were done today, bro.
I rolled a 5 plus 3, 8 total. Do you want a Templeton one?
Yeah.
Did you say persuasion?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
6 for me.
7 for Templeton. I gotta get rid of this dice, man.
Dice
okay,
jail.
so it's natural 20, 22 total.
Autumn's Folly.
Autumn's Folly. Yeah, so that's fair. He looks at you, Alesta, and he says, I believe that Raynor did send you, but why would he want to move this? Why would he want to move the gold?
Does he want to move the gold?
Why do you need it? Why is it here?
I don't need it.
We just want our cut for bringing this stone that everybody upstairs wants.
No, that's not what we want. What we want is the fact that this stone is, for some reason, the core of all of the problems in Waterdeep.
No, the stone is not the core of the problems. The embezzled million gold that's here is the core of the problems, just to be clear.
Okay.
So all of this is supposedly embezzled from the citizens of Waterdeep in his lordship.
I don't know that.
Gotcha.
You do know that. That has been said to you. Yes. And Raynor does not believe it. Raynor said that.
Okay.
What I do know is that this fortune down here is the driving force behind Manchu needing the Stone of the Lore and the reason we've been traipsing up and down the city in frigid temperatures. And what I do know is that even if you're not moving the money, you are still in some way connected to the havoc that is being had. And you have a moral obligation to correct that because people are dying. Innocent people are dying. And I'm not here to discuss good or evil or what we have done or what we haven't done. If people are dying who don't deserve to be dying, that's not a good thing. And you have a moral obligation to correct it. It's not about the money.
And so he slowly continues
Val's
to
just
walk.
like...
Slowly continues to walk And he stands in front of this alcove and says, everything but this alcove is yours. Do what is right.
Well, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
You don't
Whatever Raynar asked you to do.
Well,
To be perfectly honest, I was not contacted by Raynar at all.
Is that really something you want to say right now?
No, it's not.
Yeah, probably not.
Thank you.
well. Here's what we can do. We can. Now, how. So, out of game moment. How do we get all this gold out of there? Because that's like a shit ton.
The combined weight is 10,000 pounds.
Yeah, so there's like 100 trips.
Probably.
Okay.
Is our job to move the gold? Is it?
I think something that we missed as a party is that we are, correct me if I'm wrong, but that we are supposed to decide where this money goes. Like we get to pick.
It's a race to the money.
Okay, so we got here first.
And then
Oh, so we like won the amazing race?
No.
Oh.
I mean,
No, like, okay, so it's a race to get to this money.
here is what we do. Unless we can. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I love the I'll save it for after the stream.
Well, if you are giving us free reign to do what we need to with this.
I am asking you to do what Raynar sent you to do.
Oh, well, he said to take it all and invest in Trollskull Manor. Duh. So I'm trying to think of like, because it's been few and far between when we've had encounters with Raynar.
There was one extremely important Raynar encounter.
I'm trying to.
It was like an hour of exposition.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find it in my notes. I'm trying to. Like, what was the vibe from him?
To summarize it, he doesn't believe this fortune's real. He has a problem with his father. He thinks that his father probably did it, but he wants to believe the better of him. And that he believes that the stone had the entrance and the key to get in here.
Okay. Well, I mean, Val's a shady dude, so he's...
I mean, at this point, you guys have free reign to do whatever you need. You just need to decide what you're doing. Probably not that.
Oh, Chris! No!
Sorry, I'm losing it, man. I don't know.
Getting a little
walker.
stir crazy.
Well, Alesta, I think some of this, Raynar would like to see it go into the hands of Ilmater so that they can help more people. Templeton, some of this, I think you would like to see go into the people of the field ward and make sure that they are fed and clothed. And I think some of this needs to go into Trollskull Manor so that we set up a business that is giving us, self-sustaining.
All of this money should go to Miss Shore.
We cannot give it all. That is too much for.
Then a large portion of it should go to Mr. Shore.
I am okay with. I mean, this is more money than any of us can spend in one lifetime. I want to make sure that I am set up, and I do not have to hustle anymore. Because whether you like it or not, money kind of makes the world go round. So I need some.
Wait, isn't that some mystical force called like the Orbit or something?
I don't. Jackson, you.
I don't
fucking
know.
Bastard.
Maybe
Oh, I
Maybe
get
we
it.
should
Sorry,
sit here
Val.
contemplatively for a little while, and then next chapter come together as a team and decide what we're going to do. I don't know.
So I guess I'm struggling conceptually. How do we get this out of here and then in? Because I feel like this is the moment where you're like, you get some money, and we're like heroes. But I feel like it could also be like, hey, you guys stole a bunch of money, now we're wanted by City Guard, and
Well, let's
you know what I mean?
let's do this then. Let's take a week, metagame it, how we want to do this. We'll end the session here, and we'll pick up next Wednesday. It's a good spot.
I think that sounds
we're about
good.
the time. So,
Yeah.
That'd be great.
all right, everybody, hang out with us. We're going to do a quick raid. Don't go anywhere. It will be our good old friends Dice Puri, who are friends of the channel. Yeah.
And they are doing a
Well,
charity stream for 9/11 first responders and the families who
Nice.
died. So that's nice. That's a nice thing.
Show them some love. And it is September.
Love.
So if you are a first-time sub to a channel, please use that on this. It all goes to charity. So, all right. We're rating right now.
Ray.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.